Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same one try to hit me for the raise. Got a mail, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the pace. a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex, but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Put me in your arms, baby, yo. Put me in your arms, baby, yo, 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 yo. Put me in your arms. Put me in your arms. Put me in your arms, baby.
Open up, I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins, boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captain battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them, open up. I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins, boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captain battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them, here we go with this again. They don't wanna listen, I'ma bring it to them simple, unsolicited. That's just my conditioning. Couldn't get the pieces to the puzzle fit, and they would rather quit than reposition it. I'm cracking up. You joking, right? I think it's time to pack it up. Problems from my past, we trying to patch it up. Nah, fuck it, rather double down and back it up. You might catch me acting up. Everyone was looking for the quickest way to eat. I was digging on my seeds, now I pick it from my trees. I don't have no fake ingredients, it's really what you see. Ready to mob, ready to be, standing outside in 100 degrees, yelling, open up. I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins, boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captain battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them, open up. I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins, boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captain battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them, what's the resolution? Might need retribution. I'ma always bounce back like a Wilson evolution. Where's the execution? Need direct solutions. People looking like they're doing shit's the best illusion. Why you keep on doing that? Seen them get the slightest of attention. True intentions have them moving like a sewer rat. We are not pursuing that. I don't need a view to stats. I focus on the bigger pic. Now you won't catch me moving flat. Have myself a season. It's evident I'm eating. I cooked it all myself. It's like barbecue Korean. Always rep the Northeast, but I had to switch the region. Grew up living in the cold weather. Don't you know that I'm freezing? Please open up. I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins. Boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captive battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them, open up. I'm right outside, you know what's up. It's icy in my veins. Boy, I'm cold as fuck. Captive battle showing up. Why you talking? You don't know enough. I pull up at the door and tell them. Open up. That's what's up. It ain't icy in my veins. And I do give a truck. If you're out there, we're going to get into it. Open up. Yes. Because people, we need to open up this space and come in here because we got some really important things to discuss. But like we always do it, I have to give the universal greeting. Beijing, come on in here, Beijing. Ni hao. London, hello, top of the morning to you, London. Los Angeles, thoughts and prayers. We need to send out some support there. And guys, we're going to keep at this, until everything is rebuilt there. Okay, so we're going to keep checking in. Paris, bonjour, comment ça va? Comment t'appelles-tu? Comme ci, comme ça. Lisbon, hola. Vamos. Hong Kong, hello. Sweden, hey. Toronto, good day, hey. Toronto, get in here. We're going to need the T-dot. We should get the Drake on here. There are some people that are listening anonymously. I cannot confirm or deny that the 47 administration might be listening anonymously, but let us continue. Tokyo, konnichiwa. My name is Trudy Art. I'm here to rep the universe. They're sponsoring this event. It's going to be an event. Last time we did it was 3 hours. Yeah, it was 3 hours. Okay. But why are we here? We're here because the Universe Wallet, guys, it's an indexer. Okay. It's an explorer. It's minting. It's the marketplace. It's all on tapwallet.io, by the way. Yeah. Tapwallet.io. What they do, they literally unleash. Yeah. Like unleash the hounds. Well, they unleash the Bitcoin. That Bitcoin that is going down right now. And I like to say, hey, Bitcoin, come here. I got something to tell you. You have potential. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So just go up. Yeah, the BlackRock said you're going to go to like 700,000. So why don't you just do it? Okay. So listen, the universe is the all-in-one solution to manage all assets that are Bitcoin related. They're giving it full support. In fact, they are a model that is derived from the BRC20. And on top of BRC20 is the TAP protocol. TAP is one of the most innovative protocols out there. Builders love it. They are constantly building on TAP. And that's what the universe did. So quite amazing. What did they do? They extended some of the utility over to the DMT folks. Oh my God, those people are legit. Legit what? They are legit geniuses over at DMT. Yeah, digital matter theory, all that stuff. Listen, this can also support UNAT runes. Hey, Stamp, I'm going to get to you, okay? I just have to get through the Stamp. Listen, when somebody sponsors something, do you know what a sponsorship is? That means they're giving us the floor to say what we want, do what we want. So let's just say thank you to them. That's what I'm doing, okay? Runes, LRC20, Lambda, we got to get into that. Like, many people are wondering, what is that? What's LRC20? What's Lambda? We'll talk about that. Dust 20, we talked about that on Monday. We'll talk about that some more. And obviously, guys, SRC20 Stamp. Oh my God, I don't even know where to begin with that. But I got to get through some due diligence here. Listen, before we get started, because this is the season where the finger pointers are going to come out and we're all the little... oh my God, peeps that didn't do their research, they're going to start pointing fingers and going, oh my God, I lost money because of you. No, you lost money because of your mirror, okay? I lost my $50 over the weekend because of my mirror. I FOMO'd. I did not listen to any of my, well, actually I did because I managed my risk, but I generally, people, I don't FOMO. Yeah, like I get excited, but I don't FOMO, but I did.
So I lost that $50 and it was my fault. So don't you dare come and blame anybody for losing your money. That's up to you. You make the decision. And I'm being serious. Okay, so it's not financial advice. You have to do your own research. Doing your own research, by the way, is not listening to somebody else's alpha. Somebody else's alpha is more than likely, oh my God, let me just tell the truth here. It's more than likely their version of how do they get you to buy their bags. So there are real good projects out there. Don't get me wrong. There are projects that are legit. Hello, Stamp. There's major stuff happening. We're going to get into it. But listen, do you have your water ready? Okay. People think I'm kidding around with this. I'm not playing. Get that water in your body. You need to have your blood flow. Listen, if you don't want to take care of yourself, set aside some of your bag money for medical bills. Yeah, I'm being serious. Medical bills, you're going to need some intervention, and make a will for your family. Why? Because honestly, if you're grinding without water and sleep, you're going to expire. Okay, that's the truth. Do you have a blood pressure monitor? Yeah, it is important. I'm not your mom, but I'm a fellow human, and I don't know. I'm just kind of interested in you. I don't know why I like you so much, but I really do. And I want you to succeed. I want you to do well. I want you to be there for your children, for your spouses. I want you to be there because we need you. I need your energy. I need your constructive energy. Okay, so let's do it. Now, listen, you always have to ask yourself questions. Are you ready? Do you have any goals for 2025? Like, what are you going to do in the crypto market? Listen, if you don't have any of that, go back to the drawing board and get it done. I'm being serious. I'm not playing, okay? Listen, I want to say one thing before we get started. Do you have your iStamps? Yes, it's a shill, okay? I'm just going to get it out of the way. I'll go back to it, but I'll get it out of the way. iStamps. Why do you want iStamps, people? Because iStamps are on the Universe Marketplace. Go to tapwallet.io, go over to Inscribe, and once you hit Inscribe, go click iStamps. Why would you want iStamps? Because you will get 50% of the Universe Marketplace fees. I'm trying to talk fast because I want to be a mumbo rapper. You get 50% of the marketplace fees, and that will be delivered to you in the TAP token, which is a very liquid token that you can actually trade on KuCoin, and then you can switch it over to Bitcoin. But if you truly, in all honesty, believe in the TAP ecosystem, if you believe in the Stamp ecosystem, which is the protocol, you should definitely look into iStamps. Okay, now we're just going to get into it. I don't even know if anybody's here, but people will come in. I have a bunch of people that are listening anonymously. Hi, DJT. You can figure it out. You know what initials stand for, okay? Hey, YBN. Hope you're out there. Nobody will know, but hope you're out there. Mr. Shift. Oh, sorry. Hope you're out there as well. Who is out there? Just jump in here because you are made speakers. Unmute yourself and come and talk, okay? Because I have to grab a little sip of something. Bitcoin Ape, are you out there?
GM. Hello to the art. Hello, Universe.
Oh my God.
Everyone, what's up?
Did you hear like my intro? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, my God, what?
Did you drink some water?
Huh?
Did you drink some water?
I drank water, but I was going so fast. Can you just take over? And I'm gonna just like, I gotta get some stuff done here. Take over, okay? Go for it.
Sure. So, what's up, folks? Thank you very much, everyone, to be there with us today. There is still, as always, great news coming for Bitcoin, for SRC20, for stamps, and much more, folks. So, are you ready to take off in 2025? So, I don't know what would be the program today, but for sure, there is a lot of news around, SRC20 and stamps. Let's see, where we are going in 2025, folks. A lot of things are happening right now. Even with Trump administration and around the world, a lot of things are happening, folks. So get ready. Today, we got a big space, as always. and be as well ahead of the market, of the Bitcoin ecosystem market, and of the crypto market, folks. So I'm very enjoying today to be with Trudy Art and with you, folks. And thank you for your support for everyone who is there, in this space, folks. So thank you very much. So today, I don't know, through that, it will be the program. For sure, it will be for stamps and NSS20. And I don't know, folks, if you see today what's happened with BlackRock, what they say. Did you see what they say, the big boys?
Oh, yeah, tell us.
700K, folks. 700K for for Bitcoin. This is, the forecast price for Bitcoin. And I'm sure it can be higher. It could go higher, folks. I don't know what you think about that, to the art, but quite bullish. And I will say later on why I'm bullish for, and I see more higher price for BTC. But what do you think about that, to the art? Do you think that we can go to this level of mountain?
Well, I think if that presidential coin is going to get to the $100 billion market cap, which I believe it will. I'm still not in it, by the way, but I think that it's going to happen. Yeah, sometimes what they do, right? They put out the cheese because we're the mice and they want to trap us, yeah? But if you're a long-term believer in Bitcoin, and if you understand global economics, then you will go and get that Bitcoin. But be wise. Be wise, because obviously there's going to be volatility, because that's the sweet spot for BlackRock, right? The volatility. So
2%.
will it get 700,000? Yeah, absolutely. It'll get beyond that. My goodness, the Coinbase guy, the Mr. Bald guy, Lex Luthor. No, what's his name? Brian. Yes. Oh my God, I thought he was like the Lex Luthor guy. But he's not. He's a good man. Okay, he is good. And he said it's going to like $1 million. And that guy's very conservative. He doesn't normally say stuff like that. I'm studying him. Okay, I am. And he is very serious about all of crypto. And if he has the balls to go on, mainstream media and say Bitcoin is going to over $1 million, then BlackRock's 700,000 would be conservative, don't you think?
I think that I think that BlackRock now, they are our new marketing department. They are the new marketing director, communication director. Larry Fink, thank you very much for what you are doing. But yeah, definitely, it's gonna be very, very, very high. And look, to the art, I think we will see a FOMO, not from the institutional, not from the people at all. Not for the crypto market. I think and we can see that far away now, from very far, on the sea. We are on the Bitcoin on Bitcoin boat, and we try to looking very far what will happen. And what I'm expecting, through the art, I'm expecting countries printing money and getting, hard, very hard on, the last Bitcoin on the market. This is how I see the things since the beginning, frankly. This is a game theory, of course. Bitcoin game theory. All the dominoes are falling one by one. And it's what I see, I expect. Because this is the first time in history that we got, a commodity that is not, owned by anyone, created by anyone, by any country, by any mine, gold or silver, anything. It's not real estate where you can create any more building you want if you got the money. The thing is, Bitcoin is for everyone. And it's scarce. It's quite rare now. And this is the first time in history that we got that kind of commodities. So that's why I think, the $1 million scenario is quite, low for me. Maybe for most of all. And I'm not, not financial advice, folks. Frankly, not financial advice. That is how I see, how I expect, when you see all the data to chain analysis, Glassnode, on all, you see even, through the different, data of countries, or, how everything is going. And Bitcoin will be, like the saving boat for much of us. So I think 2025, 2026, we're going to see crazy things. We see that with US now. Look, they got the strategic reserve. If I say that to the art in 2 years ago, or even 1 year ago, I say you if I say you that we got a strategic reserve, you say, oh, what's up? That I'm crazy, But look now where we are.
Okay, so these strategic reserves, you think they're going to go through in the US?
100%. Did you see Marathon? Marathon is the main miner, one of the main Bitcoin miner right now, for Bitcoin. It is the main miner, Marathon Digital, and they are preparing, like a state, they are preparing, operational plan of strategic reserve for 50 states in the US, which means there is 50 states in US. You agree to the art? There is 50 states. So what that means? That means I think that we are going through 99.99%. Of course, the risk zero don't exist, but 99.19% you try to reserve. And that's the way. That's part of the game. On the contrary, we need now a Bitcoin. Everyone will need Bitcoin now, by the way. I think it will be the neutral commodity for the era we are entering now, the digital era we are entering now, the multipolar world we are entering now as well. I definitely believe that Bitcoin would be the money for everyone. So 1 million is quite easy, I think it's quite easy to reach that kind of level. And now, when you think about that, when we think we are going at that kind of level of price, we know that most of of the people, or even some country, can't access Bitcoin. And when they will know that they can't access BTC, buying BTC at $1 million or $2 million, what they will think about? For sure, they will think and find out, if they are curious, of course, they will find out what kind of commodity is more close to BTC, on and what is close to BTC.
Oh, tell them what is close to BTC. Does it start with an S?
Yeah,
T?
yeah.
No, tell us, because sometimes you need to cast a vision for people. They can't see it, right? And I recently said, like, if you wake up and you're thinking about how to pay your bills, yeah, many of us are. That's why we're not market makers, okay? Market makers have imaginations and they cast visions for people. They literally are like sending us the bat signals, hello Trump token, and then we're just like, in a zombie walking towards it. So sometimes you have to cast the vision. So cast the vision, like, okay, so what are you thinking here for Stamp? Because I think there is a real utility case for Stamp to be used in the administration. But you know what? Can I take a small detour for a second? Here's a small detour.
Hold on, please.
Yesterday, listen, I got imagination. Yesterday, I said, okay, that, and this is going to sound really crazy because you know how they came out with the Trump token, right? What do you think about another world leader coming out with the token? Do you think that that's a possibility? And the reason I say that is because Trump is a showman. He's a showman, okay? This guy's into WWE type stuff. Okay, he loves the art of the deal and the art of the shill, really. And they recently asked him, "Hey, did you make a token?" And he just basically said, "Yeah." He goes, "How's it doing?" And the reporters said, "Well, you made billions, sir." And he's like, "That's it." So I literally think, and this is crazy, that another world leader is going to get in the meme coin scene. And I think, like, you know how Coinbase recently made that little distinction of made in the USA coins?
Yeah.
It's almost like they're setting the stage for a big fight, for like a big, like, kind of event. Made in the USA coins? Really? Why? Where is it? So then once you get that kind of patriotism going, doesn't that set the scene for the next phase that another world leader might come out with a meme coin? Yeah, I'm going to say that first. So when the other people tweet it, you remember I said it. True D Art said it first. Another world leader is going to come out with the meme coin. And my projection is that we are going to have like a World Cup scenario, but it's going to be in meme coins. And lo and behold, world leaders will be behind them, because my brain computer tells me that is the next phase of how they will actually collect taxes. Why? Because, hey, people, the lottery is how they collect taxes. They're going to collect taxes through the memes. Oh, yeah, they'll probably come up with we are going to do some type of, not elimination, but tax reduction, right? And then they're going to start collecting the taxes through those memes, because those are called fees, okay? Because we're probably going to lose bigly on a lot of these plays. That is sounding crazy, but I just had to put that out there. And let's put it in context of what you're saying. If I'm casting that crazy vision, what do you think can happen with Stamp? When Stamp is a way to secure your data. Yeah, people, somebody said to me, "Oh, but stamps are memes." Obviously, you haven't been doing your research, mister. Yeah, Mr. Shizzle. We're not bullish enough. Oh, yeah, we are bullish enough. And I still watch your show, sir. But you have to understand that the stamp is tech. It's tech, right?
100%.
So cast a vision. What could they actually do with Stamp? Because I believe there's some ways that they're going to actually start to incorporate it.
There's so many cases through the art. So many cases you can build on, on stamps and SRC20. First, there's art for sure, digital art. Tokenization of art. Tokenization of, as you mentioned, about Trump, I think the attention is the new currency. So tokenization of attention, tokenized community. So that could bring, first could be massive, for stamps and SRC20. And even, countries who would like to create their own token, or people who would like to create their own token. We could, use, SRC20 and stamps. And, for sure, using, the most permanent and immutable infrastructure, Bitcoin. Because data is the new oil. And, attention is the new currency. And I think, it's quite smart, very smart, this guy, Donald Trump. And I think he got very smart people around him, because he opened up, this new era. He legitimate this new era of, attention is a new currency. Any events now as well could, create their own currency. So massive things gonna happen right now. And even for, more and more, as you say, about countries as well. use stamps or SRC20, because they are on Bitcoin. If they like to get their taxes through different wallets. I don't know, maybe they're gonna create every country, every people, citizen of the country will have his own wallet. And I don't know how they can work and say, okay, now you have to send, I don't know, 2 or 3 token or blah blah token, for example, to the government, as and to be considered as a taxes. So
No, but I'm thinking that, okay, see, oh my God, I believe that people, they think that the word tax just means tax. You can use another word, but it's still a tax. Do you know what I mean? So they can call it a meme, but it's still a tax because it's still a way to
yeah,
collect funds from its citizens. So they could, like, you have this Trump token. I don't think this Trump token is just about Mr. Trump's 47's ego. Yeah, it's a little bit about that, but I think there's a bigger game brewing here. And if you will follow my imagination, because I got to prove its logic, my imagination says that this token was thought out very well. Mr. 47, he's a very smart individual. Like, yeah, he's very folksy, but I think the folksy stuff is even an act. I think that he's just a clever, shrewd individual. That's his nature. He's shrewd. Like, if he was in the jungle, he'd be the lion. Yeah, he would be the lion. Okay. And many people are the water buffalo. They're just like sipping their little water, and he just comes out. And once one of those buffaloes are left behind and the pack leaves, he pounces. Okay, that's the nature of this man. So, being the king of the jungle, I think that he understands the nature of wanting to win. And people come to crypto to win. They come to pump their bags. They're not here just for the cookies. Okay. So they want to make sure that they can, stack them and bring them home and do whatever with it. He knows that. And he has proven over and over again that he has the ability to get a lot of people excited about a lot of stuff, like his presidency. He literally came back. Is there a bigger or better comeback? Like, come on. They're going to make a movie of this, okay? So now here he is. He does this token. He is really serious about the USA. Don't kid yourself. He wants the USA to win because that's how he won. So he has that patriotism in him. He wants his country to win. And he's not going to have his country win by everybody not pulling up their bootstraps. But it's a really bad message if you go out and tell people that you're going to need them to pitch in, because people want a microwave type experience. They want to drive through and get their burgers and their fries, and then they just want to go eat it. Well, he's lifting a lot of the weight. So he's going to make you think that you're having fun, but what you're really doing is you're helping to make his America great again, because it's going to take a lot of resources. So I think that the memes is a potential way for them to collect the taxes. Why does that matter? Because I think it's going to be really interesting when they gamify the whole entire economy, which they are doing, and you see world leaders taking part of it. So if you're in crypto right now, and especially like in Stamp, because of the tech of Stamp, I think that they're going to use that tech in some way. Like you talked about, like RW type stuff. Okay. So how would they use it? Well, if it's securitized data and you're saying that, information is the way of the future and the attention economy is the way of the future, they're going to need a way to securitize all that information, because you can't just put it on a blockchain and then the lights go out and the data's gone, which we know that with Stamp it isn't. And hey, we're gonna also talk about some other stuff like Bitname and some of the stuff they're doing. So hang on to your hats or whatever you want to hang on to, people. But we're just kind of I'm going along with you and what you're talking about here, which is, what are they going to do with Stamp? And and some of these ideals that I'm bringing up. So I'm mishmashing a lot of ideals, but maybe separate some of the stuff I said if you think that it makes any sense.
Yeah, so you mean, how you can do it, Is it your question, Julia?
Well,
How you can?
yeah. Take it wherever you want to go, because I just think that, like, you have to cast a vision for people, because they think that stamp is just a meme. They think that stamp is just one thing. It's not. Like, it's actually a tech. And especially, if you have one of the largest centralized exchanges talking about it, they're not talking about stamp just because it's just a tech out. Sorry, it's just a meme. They're talking about it because of the tech. So if they're talking about it, I think that sets it up to be the go-to place for where they're going to build a lot of the stuff that they're hoping to build for the future, so that it can find itself into the real world, like the real world application of it all.
Yeah, definitely, indeed, Julia, and I really think now, as we mentioned, before, regarding all the use case that could be bring to, for example, for SRC20, even in terms of reduction of cost. Did you see how much cost you can reduce with only one database? Some bringing wallet for your citizens, and with this wallet, everyone will gonna have his own address. You know that everyone is got his own address, and you can make a lot of things with that kind of of tools. And I think the missing tools was how we can set up these. Now it's only my imagination, of course. With all the humility, I know that there is more smarter people than me, or that can bring more more arguments. But then with this wallet, they will need maybe a token, and this token, it will be like the country token to get taxes, or anything, or if they, I don't know, maybe they create special event, and I don't know, they are selling a building, some share of a building, some squares of a forest, anything, or maybe a piece of art, owned by the government. Now you know that with your wallet, you can use it, and why not, buy some token and get a share of any commodity of assets of the government. So this, for example, could bring new revenues for the government. It will be even more easier for them. It's not like you force people to buy that or that. No, now everybody, and even countries could create their wallet, their own wallet network, where citizens can will have their own wallet, buy assets, even internationalize that kind of infrastructure. Why not? Because thanks to the wallet now, the world is open, not only for country only, but also for individuals and people, or any community who would like to create something, or a company. Because before, look, Julia, before, when you got your own website, and myself, I got my own e-commerce. I was entrepreneur in e-commerce as well, and I was selling data, all of that kind of stuff. But the
Oh, you
thing,
had really?
yeah,
You had your own, yeah. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
and it was a B2B data. And the thing is, when I was sending my data to companies, I need, my SEPA, transfer the money and all that stuff, from bank to banks. So sometimes it could take 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, sometimes a month to get paid from bank to banks. Even more longer when you are making international, sales. So it could take more time. But now, thanks to the wallet, look, thanks to the walletization of the world, thanks to with Bitcoin and the blockchain, thanks to the blockchain, what you could do when you open up and you create your own e-commerce, or you create your own business. You don't need any more e-commerce, or you are selling not only on Amazon or eBay. You can create your own website or your own services. And the thing is, now you can sell more easier. Why? Because you don't need a bank anymore. You don't need a bank account anymore. You know what I mean? If people now can buy, your services or your product with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with a stamp, with SRC20 or anything, you don't need a bank account. Maybe what I am saying is crazy. But
No,
the things you open up the world to, more easier. You open up the world to you.
Nothing sounds crazy. Honestly, it doesn't sound crazy. It's kind of where it's going, right? Like I'm just looking at like even the bit name stuff, because you're saying, okay, you won't need a bank account. Hey, even with the Bitname service, what it's doing on top of Stamp, by the way, people. So there is some huge news for SRC 101, just to kind of pick up where you were going. .btc domain holders, get a hold of this. Your BTC domain now fully replaces your wallet. So
Wow.
yeah, I can see there being no bank accounts, because it now replaces your wallet address across indexes, Explorer, and even the marketplace. Plus, you can click that chat icon next to your name for real instant, real-time conversations with the Bitcoin on-chain messenger. And this is happening right now. The universe is teaming up with the @Bitname service to bring this and even more stuff. So yeah, there's things are gonna become obsolete.
Yeah.
So will you need a bank account? Probably not. Here's another thing. You won't even need to file taxes. Why won't you need to file taxes? Because they'll be filed in every transaction you do. Yeah, they're going to be filed in every transaction you do. So things are going to be done in nanoseconds. This is not my imagination, by the way. This is already stuff that they've been working on. If you have been kind of following the tech side of things, things are going to get to the point, people, where, and oh my God, where do I go with this? Things are going to get to the point where you're not going to need a lot of the stuff that you've had before. So for instance, okay, this is, again, it's not my imagination. This is, I'm taking this from a conference that happened in Singapore, where they are proposing that, let's say you get into a car wreck. Yeah, a car wreck. That's not a fun thing, okay? What would happen is when you get into a car wreck, you typically have to go through your insurance, and then you have all this waiting time to do, and the medical and this. Well, guess what they're going to do? Everything will be on the blockchain. So the damage, they would instantly know who wrecked, whose fault it was. They would instantly issue out a payout to the claimants, the injured. Okay, they would instantly issue a payout for your injuries. Everything will be done in a nanosecond. Like, that's what we're talking about. So there's no waiting, there's no bureaucracy, there's no paperwork. It's all on the blockchain. Everything is filled out instantly. Maybe that wasn't a really great example, but just to kind of give you a picture of where they're going. So you're not going to be filing taxes. The taxes are going to be filed as you transact. Everything will be instantaneously done. So how does this affect, or how does this kind of bring Stamp into the conversation? Because they're going to obviously need a place that they can do all of this, these transactions in a securitized way, and storing of data. You're going to be able to get stuff instantaneously. There's not going to be lineups for things. Things will be done at such a fast speed that you're almost going to feel like you're in another world. Okay. Again, I don't know if I've explained that right, but I'm following where you're going with the whole stamp conversation. So I just mentioned this, getting back to the bit name stuff. So we're seeing it already. Okay. So the bit name guys, or the .btc stuff. Okay. So that's come out here now, and you're not going to need your addresses. So if you want to send NFTs, if you want to send anything to whoever, it's going to be kind of like the ENS, but even better. It's on Bitcoin. It's on the mother chain and the God chain. This is where we're going. So you kind of have to see that there are plans being had here, and they chose stamps specifically to start building this stuff onto. So I'm kind of interested to see where they go next with this, because I have been kind of watching this. Have you been seeing some of the stuff that they've been doing with the Bitname service?
From now, I think these new features of bringing your wallet address with this Bitname Bitname address, I think it's a game changer. First, I really think that's the game changer, not only for Bitcoin, but for everyone who like now to get a more easy way to use Bitcoin and its network. Because I think the friction for the people today is that when you need, in the beginning, when you start as a newbie, you need an address, and there is a lot of numbers of letters, and sometimes you don't well understood what is happening and how to use it, this address. But now, thanks to a Bitname and this Bitcoin address, it will be more easier for anyone who would like to send BTCs, for example, from wallet to wallet to use that kind of Bitname, and also making less mistake and losing your BTC when you are copy and paste your address. Sometimes it could happen that you are using your BTC because you forgot a letter or numbers. But now, with your own name, for example, .btc, and create this wallet, it will be more easier. So first, less friction, less mistake, more cheaper, I think. So I think, it could be a good, successful, a good success story for Bitname.
Oh yeah, like you can send your BTC, you can send your stamp tokens, the stamp art. So listen, I'm trudyart.btc, so you can test it out today. Like, hey, send me something. Why not? Just send me something, trudyart.btc. Let's test it out. Wink, wink. What do you want to send me? I'll take sats. I'm okay with that. Send me some sats, okay? We'll test it out.
Yeah, let's go like that, Let's go, the effort, make some support, to this page, to the art, for everything she's doing. So send the stats.
I'm playing with you, but hey,
send the stamp.
Hey, listen, you got to shill for yourself, right?
100%, 100%.
So I registered. I actually see. Oh my God! Like, of all the things that I could register, I'm like, let me just register my name. I could have registered Trump.btc, but no, I choose to register trudyart.btc.
I booked as well some some Bitname address. I think I booked token.btc with a S.
You did .btc?
Yeah, I was looking for to buy .btc. I think it's quite great as well, this one.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, all the Trump family, I saw Eric.btc gone. I'm sure Barron is already gone.
Yeah, I think.
Listen, if you're not into this BTC stuff, that's with that Bitname service, because I mean, there'll be more coming out about it. You may want to go check it out and get some of those names, because once they're gone, they're gone.
For
and
sure.
They built it on top of Stamp. I read their orange paper, and they chose Stamp specifically because of the security. So that's just like a really interesting example of how Stamp is becoming the go-to for the builders and tech, because they were hunting around for what protocols they could have chosen to build on top of, BRC20, even TAP for that matter. But they chose to build it on Stamp. And I read within that orange paper, it was specifically because Stamp was a secure protocol. And if you don't know what that means, can you tell us what that means? Because I find you're good with that. Like, what does that mean that Stamp is secure?
Juliet, I've posted, I pinned the post of the Bitname, post regarding, this new, Bitcoin wallet address. So first, if you want, have a look of this post, you can, go to the Bitname website, or even, on Pink as well. I know that the universe got, also these features now. So have a look on it, and why not create your own domain name. Now regarding your question, Juliet, is about the security of stamps, isn't it? It was you mentioned
because why, like, people are trying to think, okay, well, how is Stamp different from... I literally had a conversation with somebody that's very big in the Bitcoin space, and it wasn't a real conversation. It was just something very small, but they still thought that Stamp was a nothing burger. It's like, are you kidding me? It's tech.
People, they are not still aware about all the Bitcoin ecosystem around Bitcoin, because frankly it's quite new. It could be stamps, SAS20, or dinars, runes, or tap, or anything. We are quite new in the market. So definitely, I really believe that when people will realize that there is a life behind Bitcoin with all this protocol, and mostly stamps and SAS20, is going to be massive. And 2025, I really believe it will be the mass adoption year for for the Bitcoin ecosystem, and mostly Stamp and SRC20, because first, it's the most secure.
How is it the most secure? Like, how?
Because when you compare to the other protocol, because there is maybe 5 or 10 different protocol on Bitcoin, but there is only one protocol that is using the different storage mechanism to store the data on BTC, and this is stamps, Bitcoin stamps, and SRC20. And how you secure that? You secure that to when you store the data through the UTXO, the transaction of Bitcoin. The UTXO, the output of Bitcoin, which means they can't be removed first. That are crazy things, and you can see most of the Bitcoin developers now, they are crazy about it, because they know they can do nothing, because it's like stick on stamps and SRC20 token are stick on the Bitcoin UTXO and store forever. That's the first thing. And the second thing, this is the immutability of these digital assets. They are on the node forever. They can't be removed. And they are also inside, the core protocol of Bitcoin. So that the crazy thing, but that's the magic of stamps. And of course, most of the people didn't know about that. Again, still, most of them, most of even the Bitcoiner didn't dip that much in the rabbit hole of stamps and SRC20. But when you go in the rabbit hole and you compare to the other protocol of BRC20, which is, can be removed, and we can see now Binance trying to, removing ordinals. When Runes as well, which is trying to copy the stamps and SRC20 protocol. Runes are trying to copy, but like every copy is not 100% perfect. So basically, now, stamps and SRC20, they are, I think, the most, efficient meta protocol built on top of Bitcoin. And they are the most closest, assets, Bitcoin native assets, on, to the Bitcoin, mechanism, in terms of mechanism, how it's work as well, technically, philosophically as well. So that's why I think there is a huge room of development for stamps and SRC20. And that's why myself, personally, I stay focused on this protocol. Because this is, as you say, today, this is the protocol of the next 10 years. This is the tech. This is it. This is the tech, folks.
Yeah, and what would you pay for that tech, right? What would you pay for that tech? Like, I mean, listen, yeah, I get it. The tokens are not the tech, but specifically the stamp token. Okay, the stamp token is the name of the protocol, similar to how Ordi was the name of the protocol. And when Ordi came out, the token Ordi, like Ordi was, trading for something ridiculous, like, just it was in the millions, right? Ordi literally went to $1 billion. Like it literally was, you could buy it in the discords for cents, under $1. There's people that bought Ordi for under $1.
Yeah.
And we saw what Ordi went to. So, and it's the name of the protocol. So the coin itself, like the stamp token, is going to benefit because it's the name of the protocol. Now, the stamp token really is just a community token. It wasn't created before, it was created after. The community created it after, or created the token after. So you can imagine that there's going to be like a premium built into that specific token. And right now, where is that trading right now?
I think like
Where's that?
4 cents or something like that. It's going well, today.
Yeah, 4 cents. Like, I mean, we don't have the crystal ball here, but like, what do you think the value is going to be as stamp is used more and more for its tech? What do you think? Where do you think the value of that token will go? Not financial advice, but where do you think it's going to go?
Frankly,
You've been in this space for a while, and you're a business guy and all that sort of stuff.
No financial advice for sure, but as we talk, all the arguments we gave before, when you zoom out, when you very zoom out in terms of geopolitics, economics, mostly I'm geopolitics and economic man, and I like business as well, but we need to zoom out, when we want a vision. I really believe that we will have a mass adoption of SRC20 and Bitcoin stamps.
So you don't want to give me a price?
And now,
just
for the
throw it out
price,
there.
but only to give the argument of my price. I really believe maybe we can reach $2 to $5 quite easy. $2 to $5. And the
So
thing is,
that would be a $5 billion market cap.
Yeah.
A $5 billion market cap.
Yeah.
Please proceed. Please proceed.
And the thing is, we can start with $5, but the more we will go higher, the more people and builders, because it's what we are looking for. We are looking for builders, not influential, frankly, not only influential, but mostly builders on this ecosystem. And look to that when massive, builders, maybe banks, maybe like digital art, company like Sotheby's, for example, will come. We don't need bank anymore anyway. But like large company who like to tokenize their assets. where we can go. You can go crazy. You can go insane. Maybe $100. Maybe if I have to be crazy, I don't know. And there is only 1 billion token, for example, for stamp.
Yeah. So yeah, no, and I mean that specific token is just going to get the benefit of where the protocol itself will go, because the community just happened to meet
Definitely.
it. And it's like, the interesting thing in the stamp space is you're the cooker, people. You go and you cook the token, or there's a deployer, and you get to mint that token. Okay, you literally go and get to mint it. So you're going into the back rooms, where they mint the money. They mint the like the federal. You're the Federal Reserve in stamp, because you get to mint it, and there's no like roadmaps, there's no cabals, and you get to see this thing just rise out of an organic atmosphere. And that's what happened with stamp. People just minted it, as I minted it, or like 2 digits, and then the thing goes to 5 digits, and I'm like, what? But that's because there's tech behind it. There's a whole bunch of other stuff happening, and it just benefited from all of what is the undercurrent that is being built underneath the stamp protocol. So that particular token is just benefiting from that. And so I think about Binance, and every time they come and they're educating us, and they did it 5 times. I have actually recorded all the dates that they've done that. And then they recently did that January 8th, and they're just educating us about stamp. But guess what keeps going up as they educate us? And that's the stamp token itself. So this is not financial advice, but this is a little bit of information for you that the stamp token is benefiting from all of the tech stuff that is happening in the protocol. So where do I think it'll go? I think it'll surpass your projections. Why do I think it'll do that? You had the Trump token, sir. That token did, I believe it went as high. What was the high on the Trump token? Do we know that
70.
right?
70.
70,
Insane.
yeah?
Insane. And there is only 200 million, circulation, 200 million, token on the 1 billion, total supply, which is 20% of the token are circulating.
January 19th, 3 a.m., the Trump token went to $72
Insane.
and 86 cents. Okay, so that's $72 billion, people. The Trump token, I'm not invested in it. I'm just going to be honest here. I'm not invested in it. Whatever. Anyhow, that thing is going to $100 billion. Okay. There's some big names saying that it's going to do that. Why am I talking about that? Because I'm gonna bring it back to stamp. But I follow some of these names like Arthur Hayes. Like, I follow that guy. Like, listen, I've signed up for his newsletter, all of that. He's even saying that the Trump token is going to go to 100 billion. How $100 billion? Yeah, it's going to go to 100 billion. Okay. There's a ton of other people that are saying that. So if that can happen, and that's on another chain. That's on another chain, and we won't even get into that. When you're on the mother chain and the God chain, like that's a whole different ballgame. And if, like you said at the top of the hour here, that BlackRock is coming to town saying stuff like Bitcoin's going to 700, and then I said the Lex Luthor, no, not Lex Luthor, what's his name? Brian, he's saying 100 million or $1 million for Bitcoin, and then stamp is actually on Bitcoin. I think the stamp is going to go beyond 5 billion market cap. Yeah, I do. That's what I think. But you can't invest based on what I think. If you invest based on what I think, then people, that's not good. Okay, you have to go and get the alpha, do the research, and then you're going to start to connect all the dots. We're just telling you one way that you can actually benefit from this protocol, and that's through the stamp token itself. Like, how do you get that stamp token? Tell us how how do you get Stamp if you want to get into Stamp?
Yeah, so if you like to go to Stamp, there is different way. First, if you like, the most secure way is on KuCoin, one of the main exchange, KuCoin.com, and you can buy with some USDT, you can buy Stamp, the Stamp token. Now, if you want more token, Stamp, Kevin, and much more, you can use a DEX. You got Universe.
Not yet.
Sorry, not yet. Yeah, they are coming, of course.
Yeah,
But you can buy, digital art. You can buy stamps on Universe.
yeah. The Universe Marketplace for SR. I'm setting this up because I'm about to shill you. Okay, I tell the truth. Okay. The Universe Marketplace for the SRC20 is not here as yet. So you shared with us that you can get it on KuCoin. And I like that you said that, yeah, you just get some USDT and then you can get it on KuCoin. Well, guess what? If you come over to Bitcoin, right now there's two marketplaces. There's stampscan.xyz and openstamp.io. But guess how you buy it? You don't buy it in USDT, people. You buy it in sats.
Yeah.
This is where the magic happens. You literally buy it in sats. So when I minted in sats. And then when I kind of like, I think 6 months later, I looked at it, my sats increased a lot. So I made Bitcoin out of thin air. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, I literally made Bitcoin out of thin air. Yeah. So that's cool that you can get it on KuCoin. Go ahead and do that. But if you're on the DEXs, like you say, on top of Bitcoin, then you can actually potentially turn a small amount of sats into a lot amount of sats. And that is the magic, because we like to say that if you're on top of Bitcoin, you want to stack the sats, right? And boy, did I ever do that. So I mentioned that I'm going to shill. What am I going to shill? I'm going to shill the Universe because they are sponsoring this show today. And how are they doing that? Well, they're giving us this space, and they're also creating behind the scenes for Stamp. What have they created so far? They've created the marketplace for the art. Check out Stamp Art. We're going to be featuring artists on these different shows. So as artists reach out to us, then we're going to make space for them to talk about the art, because it's compressed art and it's very different from the ordinal stuff. And we shared obviously that it is secured. It's kind of like the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Saylor calls Bitcoin the Cyber Manhattan. This is the Cyber Metropolitan Museum of Art. If you're an artist, you're gonna recognize that is where all of the incredible art across the globe, ends up in those galleries. Okay, so that's what Stamp is, and the Universe has actually created that marketplace. So you can actually go to tapwallet.io, head over to marketplace, click that tab that says Stamp, and then all of the artwork that is presently there is about 8 pages. It will populate and you can start buying stamps. But what else is coming is the marketplace for the SRC20 tokens. That's not there yet. So in the meantime, you can actually go again to tapwallet.io, head over to inscribe, and you can actually inscribe not tap, but iStamps. What are iStamps? iStamps are actually tokens that will give you up to 50% of the marketplace fees that are generated from when we, the users, we go and buy Stamp or we go and buy SRC20 tokens, right? 50% will actually go to those that have 10 iStamps. Yeah, so you get to be the VC almost. You get to be the DEX, because you're going to be sharing in those fees. And I can tell you that from experience, OpenStamp.io gets a lot of activity, like a ton of activity. There's constantly there's mints going on and there's sales going on, especially in the anime type tokens. People love the anime stuff over there. Why? Because Asia is heavily into stamp. Okay. Matter of fact, they did a space the other day, and I think they had over 40,000 people in their space. And the space was on SRC20, so specifically the tokens. So they're very hyped about the tokens, whereas I find North America is hyped about the art. That's just something that I've kind of noted, that North America is really big into stamp art, like if you're looking at the protocol, right? But if you're looking at the token side of things, then that would be Asia, okay? And they have the population to make those numbers move. So once the SRC20 marketplace comes to stamp, that means that you and I are going to be able to buy Kevin. We're going to be able to buy Luffy. We're going to be able to buy stamp. And we should be able to also mint. And I hear there's a cook in the background. And the cook might be that we may be able to mint more than 5 characters. Because currently, if you want to mint a stamp token or an SRC20 token, it has to be it's a max of 5 characters. Okay, so you can go from 1 character to a max of 5. That might be increased when it comes to the universe.
That's the alpha.
If it doesn't happen, I will deny it. No, I can't, because this is being recorded. I won't deny it. Okay. But yeah, that's why I think you should go look at the iStamps, because if you have 10, then that means that you can actually participate in receiving the fees. And that would be into perpetuity. Look that word up, okay? People, I just use words. I don't even know what they mean. So that would be into perpetuity, and you could have that as an income. Okay, so instead of you having to go out and work, that could work for you potentially, because obviously the whole entire universe wallet is a project that happened last year in March. So they're going to be coming up on their 1-year anniversary, and they are a fairly new project. And as you know, with new projects, they reward the early users, okay? And some of the early users get to get the tools and buy the stuff at really a discount. Because I didn't mention that if you do have iStamps, you can go and sell them later. Yeah, you can sell them where? On the resale market. I've seen sales go through for that, but I would caution you not to go and buy from the resale market. Why? Because typically, if an end user has something in their wallet, they're not going to give it to you for nothing. They're going to put a premium on there, so you can actually mint for much cheaper. How much cheaper can you mint? Yeah, I'm just going to be doing this little shill for 2 more minutes here. So hang on to your socks, okay? Because, I mean, that's how things grow. That's literally how they grow. Yeah, that's how they do grow. I think it's right now at 0.0002 BTC. And why is that important? Because iStamps come out in rounds of 2,500. And once that 2,500 mint is completed, the next round will go up. And by the way, if Bitcoin goes up, then obviously, you know, things are not priced in fiat. They're priced in Bitcoin. So 0.0002 today, if Bitcoin goes up, it's going to be a lot higher, right? So yeah, there's about almost we're getting to about nearing 2,000 that have completed, but you still have time to go and mint before they put out the next round, which is 2,500. And then once that is minted out, the next round will come. So the total for iStamps is 21,000. So there'll only ever be 21,000. And I'm looking right now. Yeah, people, hey, this is cool. People are picking up Obviously, they're picking up 10, but some are picking up 11. Some are picking up 20. Why would they do that? I guess because they would want to maybe have some that they could potentially sell to incoming folks that will be coming into the universe ecosystem. And proportionately, they will still be able to collect the fees. So there you go. That is my shill for that. But that marketplace is coming here, people. And if I go here and look right now and look at the stamp stuff, keep an eye on the stamp art, because there's a project that is going to come out, and they're going to be delivering some OG passes. And I know that they had listed some stuff on here. It's temporarily removed because I think they have to fix some things in the back rooms. But when those OG passes come out, those stamp OG passes, the OG pass stamp art piece is not an OG pass for the universe marketplace, but it's an OG pass for the community, for the stamp community. There'll be more information on that, and I've asked the person that has kind of implemented that whole program to come out and explain to us what is that all about, so that we can get into it. But once you see those OG passes through the stamp art, once they upload, maybe pick one up. Pick one up. Yeah, because there's going to be some interesting things. But once they come out and tell us about it, then we can get more into that. But yeah, I have to shill, and don't be afraid to shill. Listen, come here, come closer, okay? I'll tell you something. You see your bag? Yeah? Go look in your bag, okay? You see all the stuff in your bag? Generally, there's no marketing team for the stuff that's in your bag. I have a mirror right in front of my desk. Yes, I do. It's not because I'm vain. It's because I have to remind myself, if I want anything, I have to go and help make it happen. I can't make it happen on my own. I'm not an island, but I have to go and help make it happen. How do I do that? I become the marketing team. So yeah, you're the marketing team. If you have something in your bag right now and you're like, oh my God, this is not doing anything, that's because you're not doing anything. That's why I reminded you to go get your water, go get your sleep, and get some movement in your day, okay? Like, I don't know if you like the gym, but go for a walk, do something. Get the blood flowing, get a blood pressure monitor, and then come and shill your bag. That's right. It's not wrong. It's correct. The president does it. What's that?
Chill your bags, folks. Definitely.
Well, for goodness sakes, the president did it in a press conference. They literally asked the dude. They're like, "Oh, hello, Mr. President. You made a meme coin over the weekend. Is that correct?" And he's like, "Yeah, I made a meme coin." He's like, "Yeah, come at me, bitch. Like, I made a meme coin. What's up? Come on, bring it." And so they're like, is that, like, do you know, he then says, "Well, how's it doing?" And they're like, "Oh, you made billions, sir." He's like, "That's it? Booyaka, booyaka, billions." He says, "That's it." This guy's going for trillions. That's a shill. That's how you shill. Maybe you don't do it that way, but figure out how you do it, and you do it. If you look at CT timeline, it is kind of depressing right now, actually, because the people are depressed, but generally CT timeline, all they do is shill their bags. Okay. And I got to say, the stamp people, they don't shill. My God, they are so humble. The stamp art community has some of the most amazing art, and they don't shill their art. They don't do it. I don't know why. Maybe it's a hobby or something. I don't get it, but it's like, you got to shill that so people can know that they can have the Metropolitan Museum of Art that is on top of the mother chain, that is on top of the God chain in their wallet. Okay, when Bitcoin goes to where Brian Armstrong, yeah, he is a good man. When it goes to $1 million, because that's what he told the news people, it was on a major network too, okay? He said it's going to go to $1 million. When it does, do you think that owning the Metropolitan Museum of Art will be valuable? Oh, I think it will be. I really do. So start shilling. Start shilling your art and your tokens. Start shilling your. Hey, Kevin is first mint. Shill your Kevin token. Kevin is on top of SRC20. Shill it. But more importantly, go and research all of this stuff we're sharing with you, because we could just be making this up. Yeah, we could be making it up. Like, none of this stuff could be true. Absolutely. It could all just be blah, 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 blah. We're telling the truth here. Hey, I go anonymously. I don't drink, okay? I don't drink. My words slur, but I do not drink. I go into these other spaces. They're talking about nothing. One dude was on his step climber talking about he was climbing to Kilimanjaro. And then he was saying stuff like, yeah, you just have to go out there, eh? Yeah, you got to go out there and you got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. That's all they're saying. We're literally in here trying to share with you the truth about the protocol and why it's important and all of this stuff. And they're just people out there just saying a bunch of words, just massaging each other. You dudes do that a lot, eh? Massage each other. Is that something that we as the ladies shouldn't know about? The boys get together? I don't know. Sorry, guys. Bitcoin 8, pull me back here.
Yeah.
Pull me back, because I'm taking it away from Stamp. But go shill your bag. It's a sausage fest out there. I hear you boys out there. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on, come and join and chill. Let's chill together because, we got the other jam with us, So come and chill, folks. Don't be shy. You know, sometimes I'm thinking like some people, in SRC20 and STEM have, the imposter syndrome. Do you know about the imposter syndrome?
Tell me.
Imposter syndromes is like, when you got the skills and the knowledge, and sometimes you are talking with the people, and you know what you are doing and what you are saying, but sometimes you think, that what you are telling and what you are saying is not true. But no, folks, don't think that you are imposters. Don't think that what you are doing is wrong. No, you are right. This is the truth. You are on Bitcoin. You are actually native assets on BTC, folks. So don't be shy and don't be touched by this imposter syndrome, folks.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why, I really think, regarding, SRC20 and STEM, there is a way to go for sure. But, we are in the wrong way, not the wrong way. We are in the right way. Look at Binance. Look at OKX. Look at all the exchange. Not only look all the builder around who are coming. We are building, and they are looking at us, folks. I'm gonna tell you the truth. They are looking at us. I'm talking with some people, on KuCoin or KX, and trying to reach Binance people as well. They are looking at us, folks. Of course, now they are more busy, to new hypes like the Trump, Melania, or stuff like that. But they are
Which is
looking around what is happening right now.
which is good for us. I mean, hey, I don't think that the Trump thing is a bad thing. I just think that him doing that with the Melania
Yeah.
one weekend was a little bit much. It was too much just because we saw that the liquidity flowed from Trump to Melania. I mean, honestly, I said this like on another space. She should have waited for Mother's Day. Yeah. Mother's Day. Okay. Like drop that baby on Mother's Day. And then, we'll give you your meme flowers, but dropping it on the same weekend, it was obviously too much. But those tokens will actually help us. They'll bring more people there, and more people will come to Stamp. I gotta say, if you want to know if something is real, especially in spaces, go check if it's being recorded. Typically, if they don't record it, it's because they don't want evidence.
Yeah.
They don't want evidence. Evidence of what? Pump and dumps. If they're recording, that means that they want other people to hear the information. Why would you have it recorded? And if they're wanting other people to hear the information, that means there's probably something there. So that's why most of these spaces are recorded, because all of the stuff that's being shared with you, you can go and fact check it. Like you can even fact check my greeting. I'm being serious. Yeah. Fact check everything. So we're not this passionate about Stamp because like we have like Kool-Aid syndrome. No, we're passionate about it because, hey, how did you get here? Because I've told my story how I got here to Stamp. How did you get into Stamp?
There's so many ways to come to Stamps, no?
Well, but how did you get here? Because I got here through Chico Crypto. I've told that story
Yeah.
over and over again.
Tell us about you.
Well, okay, quickly, and then I got to know how you got here. Like, so literally, I was in other places. I came here because of GameStop. Yeah, GameStop. I did. Okay, look it up. It's real. So GameStop had a lot of frenzy around it, and I got in there, and then I went from there into a community called Loopring LRC. They're an amazing community, got to tell you, hardcore. They're still there, and I'm still there too. And so then, big into ETH, and then I kind of like I created a mini advisory team. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. I can do that because they're on YouTube. That's where my advisory team is. And Chico Crypto was a part of my advisory team. He didn't know that, but I subscribed and I liked his stuff. And I got to tell you, that guy actually pumped my bags. Yeah, he did. I made 4 digits with some of his stuff. Then I started to make 5 digits, and I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. So he started on this whole hype of BRC20, and he says, yeah, go over to BRC20. And then next video was, you may want to start looking in a Stamp. And he was saying, go and mint Stamp, go and mint Kevin. And he has this rule that he does not talk about shitcoins. He doesn't like them. But this was tech. So why did he talk about Stamp? He says, okay, Luke Dash Jr., yeah, that guy, he talked about how Luke was one of the big devs in Bitcoin, was about to scrub the ordinals off of Bitcoin, fork it, whatever. And he says, but there's a way that they can't do that. They can't mess with the art and the tokens. And then he started talking about the SRC20. And that's when I started just taking money and throwing it in there. My money got trapped because the congestion of the mempool or the meme pool, somebody literally called it a meme pool. The meme pool, the congestion was so bad that I had a good bit of money stuck for at least, it was over 24 hours. Okay. And I just thought, well, I lost that. So you know what I did? I put more in because that's smart. But it all settled in, and I went immediately and started minting. And so minted a ton of stuff, but minted quite a bit of stamp, minted, couldn't mint Kevin because it was all minted out, and minted Pepe, minted meme, minted just a ton of stuff. And then I didn't know what to do from there because it didn't do anything. It literally didn't do anything. So I just went on and did other stuff. And then by the fall, because that was in the spring, by the fall when I checked my wallet, you know, if I wanted to like purchase a little car, I could have purchased a car. Yeah, I could have, but I chose not to. I did other things. And I thought, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So it was shocking. And I didn't even know I didn't get too much into the tech. I was just shocked at like what the thing did for me, because it has to do something for me. And it did in a big way. And then I started to really get into it. And I started to look more like, oh, there's tech and there's Mike in Space, who is a Canadian. He's a Canadian. Okay. He's not American. I don't think he is. I think he's from Canada. Why do I say that? Because I don't know that stamp is really an American token. Sorry. But anyhow, I started getting into it and I started seeing the tech, and then I just started becoming like a shiller of stamp, because I started believing it. And then I started noticing that community was really is like a humble community. It's a great place if you want to come into it. They accept you. And in Bitcoin, it's not easy. Bitcoin is very difficult. Bitcoin people are very, they're super intelligent people, meaning that they know a lot of stuff and they just don't like anybody coming in and telling them what to do and how to do it. And they create silos. They're not that welcoming. I'm going to be honest. They're not. Okay, I don't care. Come at me. Do it. Unmute yourself. Bitcoin people are not that nice. They can be big meanies. What does that mean? Once you're locked into their protocol, they don't let you out. Yeah, like if you're in runes right now, they won't let you out. You can't leave. It's like the Hotel California. If you're in, just name it, you can't leave. But with stamp, you know, they're close-knit, tight bunch, and they're very protective as well, but they do allow you to leave here and there. Okay. So when I saw the universe bringing all these different protocols together and saying, yeah, you can hop from TAP, you can go over to DMT, you can go over to UNAT, LRC20, Bitmap, you can go over to Bitmap. I own Bitmaps, people. I have Bitmaps. But if you have Bitmaps and you're in, say, another protocol in Bitcoin, they'll like run you out of town. So when I saw the universe was bringing it all together, I thought, this is really good. I like this. So I got their wallet, and then I was a part of a big space where the universe was coming to the stamp community and sharing what they were going to do. And then I got involved, and now here I am. I just do the spaces. Okay. I just do the spaces. So I'm not a dev, but that's how I got involved. Now I'm here and I believe, like I'm a believer in stamp. Yeah, I'm a believer because I've seen what it can do for me in my wallet.
And by the way,
I could have bought a car.
yeah.
And next time it pumps, I'm going to be able to pay off my penthouse. Okay. I'm in $1 million of debt. Okay, people. Sorry, too much information.
Yeah, but you know, I hope that you will make it with stamps and SRC20. Don't worry, it's really hard. I'm really, you know.
But how did you get in? How did you get in?
You know, before, you know, truly hard, because I got some DM from the stamps artist, and I would like only to say, you know, to the folks who are here or listening, that feel free to support the stamps artists on Instagram as well, because there is a lot of artists who are on Instagram, of stamps
Okay,
artists.
so that's why they need to come and they need to shill that, because it's like
Yeah,
they're so humble. They're like, some of them, like I said, they're just doing it for hobbies. I'm not sure if they're doing it for like their full-time job, but if you are, like, most artists I find are very humble people because they're so gifted. They're not the best marketers. Sorry, you're not, because if you were, then we'd know about your art, okay? Like, you're good at the art, you're not good at the marketing. So if you want, and they don't like to market, they feel slimy about it. People, listen, if you're single right now, single, get off of Tinder or whatever the things are, go and market yourself at the grocery store. Yeah, while you're about to slide in there and pick up a steak, if you see somebody that you like, say, hey, how do you season this? Come on, you have to go out there and market yourself. If you see somebody in the vegetable aisle touching the vegetables, just maybe see if you can pick something out for them and say, hey, here's a good one for you.
yeah,
People,
indeed.
you have to, like, I loosen up and start being able to shill and share your stuff. And if you can't, then I don't know, your art is going to be trapped and nobody can see it. So who are they and what are their Instagrams? And tell us more, like, where are they on Instagram?
And most of them, I think they got some Instagram, like Lombreeze, EA, got their Instagram account where you can find quite nice. I don't know if you got through the art, you got an Instagram account, but if you got one of them,
I do,
yeah,
but
there is some
I'm
nice,
doxxed. I'm
nice.
doxxed on my Instagram, and
There is
you're
some
not.
nice account,
Yeah.
some nice image, pictures, art, on Instagram, and mostly, of course, artists are using this medium to communicate. But anyway, yeah, indeed, and for sure, don't be shy, and come, in this space and share your art, and you will be welcome to help you and talk with you about your stamps, folks. So yeah, and also, I would like to make a shout out for Ross, who get free today. Ross Ulbricht.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 10 years he was, for 10 years,
Share
was
that.
jail.
Share that with us. Like, he's
Yeah,
the Silk Road guy, right?
yeah, definitely Silk Road guy. And he created a marketplace, and
What was
the
the
time he
marketplace for?
created,
What what
it
what
was,
what
for
for
art,
what?
for digital art, for
No, no,
you
no, no,
can.
no. Ross, what did he create a marketplace for?
In the beginning, it was only for like digital art, like an eBay, marketplace, but where you can buy and sell with Bitcoin.
Okay, hold
And
on.
it was one of the first of of the entrepreneur or Bitcoin entrepreneur. But at that time, nobody understood what he was doing,
Okay,
and everybody was thinking, oh, he's using Bitcoins for drugs and guns and all the stuff. But
oh,
it was,
really? Because I
yeah,
watched Roger hit Roger Ver, and Roger, I watched Roger. This was in 2018, and Roger received a letter from him, okay, and from Ross, and he said he was going to read the letter, you know, just live. And before he read the letter, he made a statement that that he wanted the governments to allow people to have the freedom to engage in different substances that are called drugs, because he said he didn't use drugs, but if people feel that they want to use drugs, this is what Roger said, go look it up, then they should be able to use drugs. So Then he went on to read the letter where Ross was asking for his help to get his case in front of the president and to get some type of pardon. And that was back in 2018 because Roger was a big part of that movement. So Roger mentioned the drugs. So you're saying that he did not do that? Ross was not. That was.
I think things went out of his success. No, it was so successful, and then.
Oh, okay.
So, but 10 years, I think that much. 10 years of jail for that. I think it's too much. But now he's free. He's a free guy. He's a free man.
So they were selling art on there, were they?
Yeah, indeed. Saying everything. It was like the eBay, but marketplace. But you can use Bitcoin as an exchange medium to buy anything.
A Silk Road art marketplace. Oh, okay. Silk Road.
It's very great. What he did. He opened up new opportunities for Bitcoin and all the things. And all of that. Now he's enjoying his freedom, and now he's quite like a legend. Of course, fortunately, he lost 10 years of his life in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully now he's free, he's still young, and he got all the life in front of him to go ahead and to build his life.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he comes back into the Bitcoin space, right?
Yeah, so let's try to invite him.
No, I feel like after a soul has been through all of that, the last thing that I believe that they need is to be paraded, and I hope that people don't try to parade him, because I can't even imagine what it's going to be like to transition from being behind bars to now in freedom. It's got to be a difficult transition. And I've seen a lot of people like saying, "Oh, Ross is free. Buy my Ross token." And it's like that's not shilling. That's slimy. That's not shilling. That's slimy. This soul, I mean, regardless of what he did, had to spend time behind bars. We don't know what it's like to be behind bars. Now he's free. He's going to need some time to transition and to deal with his family. That's called humanity. So I certainly will not ever be reaching out to him because I think that, he's going to need time to adjust. Like, a lot has happened. I'm sure he kept up with a lot of stuff, though, while he was behind bars. I didn't follow it too much, but I know that he was a pretty big deal and meant a lot, especially to the libertarian movement. He was a big deal because I think a part of his movement was about the liberty to choose. And I'm not saying I agree with anything that he did or didn't do, but I think he sold more than art. That's all I'll say. I won't say anything more about that, but it is good to have your freedom, and it's good to be back with your family. So I hope only the best for him, and I really hope that he gets the healing and everything that he should have so that he can be a whole human being. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, definitely. Do you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. So
yes, for sure. And now for him, all the people who went or are in jail for and they are innocent for nothing. I think a lot of people are that kind of this case, and I think it also represent all these people who are not guilty or do anything or like very bad things and in jail for nothing. So bigger for these people as well.
For sure. And I think anytime like you try to challenge the government, especially with anything that they say you're not allowed to do, and then you try to like mess with the government's currency, because Bitcoin is a big competition for the US dollar, then that creates a lot of problems. So it's so interesting now that Bitcoin is being adopted, and Bitcoin is being brought into the mainstream. So this is a whole new space, right? Where now we are literally maybe going to see the reserves that are going to be happening. There's about they call them, I don't know if they're going to happen, but they're saying that they're going to be some EOs that are coming out.
I think strategic
Do you think
reserve.
those? Do you think those EOs will come out?
Yeah, I think now they are negotiating. I think, of course, it's a big deal. They can't, and also Trump. Everyone is a U.S. president, but now is another game. You can't, take the decision only because it's a huge decision to make a strategic reserve for a country, and you put at stake, the width of a country. So it takes time. So you have to negotiate the condition, the process, or the plan. How you're gonna do it? How much of Bitcoin you're gonna use as a strategic reserves. How you're gonna to custody that? What I mean? What kind of partner you're gonna work with? If there is any hack, how you can be prepared. So there is a lot of scenarios, to get involved in and to get prepared in any scenarios. The bad like the good. But I think Bitcoin show is strength for the last 15 years, like 99.99% uptime. It's not like Solana or any other blockchain. You know what I mean? It's always there. There is no bugs, nothing. Every 10 minutes is here and delivering the blocks for the last 15 years now. And that could, go for years and years, even centuries. So for sure now, I really believe that strategic reserve is coming. US is showing the way. And you can say the small countries, if you can say like that, the small country who don't have, the knowledge or the people, the human resource to go through this strategic reserve first, for sure they will follow. For sure they will follow. Now they know that kind of Bitcoin is secure and, large countries in the world are using that as the strategic reserves. And we will see the FOMO to the earth. And more countries will print money. As we say in the beginning, they will print money to get this, digital gold. So stay tuned, folks. Exciting times are coming ahead of us.
Well, yeah, and I think what you have to do, if you're not excited, you still have to go out there and find a way to get all of the underrated stuff in your bags, because that's what happened to me when I got into this whole Bitcoin ecosystem. I just started minting stuff, and it did nothing for a while. But even my the ordinal stuff did well, and the BRC20 stuff did well. So you just have to go bag hunting right now. Don't look for the stuff that's pumping. You really don't want to be buying the green candles, as they say, because that's what I did over the weekend. I bought the green candles, and then I sold
everyone did it, even myself, I bought some Trump and Melania, I bought some, I made quite
did
good
you?
with Melania.
Did you got in? You got in?
With Melania, I came at $1 with Melania.
How did you get in at $1?
Because I was on Twitter and I saw the tweet on the retweet and the tweet on Melania account, because I was following up. I was sure that his name or Baron name will be next on the list of the their meme coin craziness. So, and then I saw the tweet on Melania Trump Twitter account, and I say, oh wow. And everybody, in the comment was saying, yeah, he's it is a scam, blah 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 blah. I say, no worries, I'm going on it. I'm buying some, even if it's a scam. I have to take the risk. And I took the risk. I did quite good, with this token. And
Well, you're
then
still
I'm still holding some. Frankly, I sold most of them, but I'm still holding some, Melania and some Trump.
wow, so good for you. So did you have like a bot? Like, were you in a TG for it, or did you buy it straight from like your wallet, like your Phantom?
No, yeah. Fortunately, I booked through my wallet. When it was not still that much hype on Melania, because then it was quite hard, to buy some on Redrum, So, but quite good, that I got some.
Good for you. Yeah, no, I by the time I pressed to the buy, I did try to get Melania. It just couldn't go through. So, it was just the traffic was crazy, but right
Yeah,
now,
insane.
people, it's going down, so you can get in if you want, but it, at the at the end of the day, it's going to help everything. But I think the one to watch is obviously that official Trump token, because as that gains steam, then everything else will pick up
Yeah,
steam. But even right now, Bitcoin is kind of moving down. So don't feel like it's over. It's not, and it's not beginning. We're in it. We are
yeah, we're
in it.
in it. I think we are in the middle of it. We are in the middle of this bull run. Now everybody is waiting for the strategy reserve and Bitcoin strategy reserve, and then I think BTC gonna skyrocket, and most of the ecosystem, I think, and Solana as well. So Memcoin on Solana gonna make the win as well. So I think we are only in the middle of this, of this bull run. Maybe all of the 2025, maybe first quarter of 2026, we'll go, crazy bull run, and then maybe stuff going down. And But no financial advice for, of course, folks. But basically, I really believe that this year 2025, a Q1 2026 will be great.
Well, yeah, and here's just a plug for the Universe again. So Universe people, it's your Bitcoin Unified BTC's largest social fi and trading hub. Let me say that again. The Universe is Bitcoin Unified BTC's largest social-fi trading hub. You can literally explore Bitcoin's leading all-in-one platform that seamlessly, I do not drink, okay, supports ordinals, runes, stamps, atomicals, fractals. I like to say fractal, and more. You can mint, you can buy, you can sell, and you can create anything on Bitcoin. So that's what you should be doing. Like, don't just get stuck in the silos. Like, if I don't give advice, but if I can just give you some information that might support you, don't get in those silos. You're gonna miss out. Go to places that you can actually learn a little bit about what's happening on each of the different protocols in Bitcoin. Yeah, get on Bitcoin, the God chain, the mother chain, but learn a little bit about Tap, okay? Because actually, Tap, they're creating a bridge to ETH, which is kind of interesting. And people don't diss ETH, okay? Leave ETH alone. ETH is going to come back. Trump likes it. So you can also learn a bit about DMT stuff, right? You can learn about UNAT word sharing today about SRC. Feels like a marathon, but SRC20 and Stamp. That's a serious protocol. There's even Cat20. Okay, there's LRC. There's still runes. I mean, some people don't like runes, but runes will have its moment and its time. And speaking of that, if you do like runes, then do you have a rune zero? Because the universe offers you tools. Yeah, tools for what? Tools so that you can prepare for the incoming pumps of the different protocols. So if you have a Rune 0, and where can you get it? You go to tapwallet.io, you click Rune 0, and that will allow you to mint runes right on the tapwallet.io, because there's another tab under Inscribe. It says mint runes. So first you get your Rune 0, and how is that going to help? Well, the fees, there are fees for minting runes, and the fees can get a little bit out of control, especially if you're trying to, make the most on your ROI, your return on your investment, okay, or ROB, return on your bag. You want to cut down those fees. So the Rune 0 helps you because it's going to be about 50% less in fees if in comparison to Luminex, Xverse, or Unisat. I've actually, I have a Rune 0, and yeah, I've minted runes. I'm not gonna say that I haven't. I have. So once you hit mint runes, there's a ton of runes to be minted, and there's a lot of Trump stuff right now. One of the hot mints is Trump World Lib. Oh, sorry, because the runes, they have such long characters. It's Trump World Liberty Financial. That is a hot mint right now on the first page. It's at 50% minted. And like I said, you want to mint. You can't mint over on Solana. Maybe you can mint art, but you can't mint tokens over on Solana. It's all Sats Pump Fund, not Sats Pump Fund. It's all the Pump Fund model. So you gotta buy the tokens. And lucky you that you got that Melania token at $1, because sometimes when you go to press that Solana button, it just spins and spins and you don't get to buy. But if you're over here on Bitcoin, you get to mint. So don't be down. Go out there and see what you can mint. Even go and look in the SRC20 world and see what's out there that's available for minting, because there could be some good opportunities there as we move further into this bull cycle. Because I truly think that another CEX, okay, is going to come out and make an announcement regarding Stamp. Yeah, regarding Stamp, the protocol, and they will more than likely look to pick up one of the Stamp token or one of the SRC20 tokens, which I think will likely be Stamp and Kevin. And once they announce those listings, potentially, announce those listings, what do you think will happen? The same thing that happened to me back in, when was it? 2023? Yeah, spring 2023. It's gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna go nuts, because this is Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin's price increases, it's going to, that meme pool, the mem pool, it's gonna get clogged, people. So now is the time to get prepared. Get prepared. Go out there. Fill up your bags with mints. Fill your bags with airdrops. And if you're a part of the universe, they do airdrops. Why? Because they're going to be rewarding early users. And I mentioned some of the ways, some of the tools, and some of those tools actually give you multipliers on the airdrops. Go to the universe page. Yeah, their X page. Make sure you follow them, definitely. And you're going to be educated, like thoroughly educated on everything that they're doing, because they are very good at communicating that. So put your notifications on. Some of the things that I haven't even shared today, they're going to be sharing with you. And reply, people, and retweet so that other people can know, because that's a part of the way that it works. As you shill and share, you build awareness. Just think of it as building awareness, okay? And that's what we're trying to do here today, is just shill and share the protocol of Stamp, and to tell you that it's actually real tech. It's literally real tech on top of Bitcoin. I think that there is a possibility that the incoming administration, who knows, they could be listening. Yeah, they could be, because there was an invite sent out, and they could incorporate it somehow in their RW plans. Okay, that's the real world. Because here we are, we're talking about memes and fun and all of this, but there's big money that's circling a lot of this, and they want to be able to get in here and use it in a real way. And we haven't even talked about AI agents and how AI agents are going to be coming to Bitcoin in a very big way. And what protocols are they going to be using? Some of the AI agents, in fact, are already talking about Stamp. Yeah, they are.
Let's make a future space, around AI agent and SRC20 and stamps. It could be great, space.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's some serious money to be made in the AI agent space. And I will tell you this, like, AI agents are going to be turning people from, let's see here. Let me be careful. I will be able to pay off my penthouse, okay? I'm in debt, $1 million. Oh my God, I shouldn't tell people that, but I am. And I'll be able to pay off my penthouse that is in debt. How can you become $1 million in debt? There's a lot to my life, okay? But I'm going to tell the truth. Other people are out here like, I got my Lambo and all this. Whatever, have that. Have your yacht girls, okay? I know what yacht girls do. I know what they do. Okay? Just get it. Listen, if you're a dude out here and you got the crypto bag, let me tell you right now, you better get Birkin money together. Go look up what Birkins are, because if you want those hot babes, you're going to need Birkin money. They won't have your babies, but they'll have your Birkins. Oh, you guys have. But seriously, though, getting back to the AI agent, the AI agent stuff is real, because what they're going to do, and I foreshadowed way before, you go check my tweets. Go check my tweets, okay? The AI agents are almost going to be like hedge funds. And what they will do is they will trade amongst each other. And they will create like their own countries. So there's the United States, there's Canada. Look at how those countries are set up. The AI agents need citizens. They don't need you. They will just duplicate and duplicate and duplicate, and there will be more and more AI agents, okay? And they will buy each other's bags. Not only will they do that, they'll go outside of their ecosystem and they'll come in and buy our bags. Because in order for things to pump, you need people. They have endless amounts of people through agents. In fact, most of X will become agents. There's not going to be many humans on X. Humans are going to become more and more rare, because they won't be able to keep up with all. And Mr. Musk won't care, because he cares about mind share and engagement, and then selling ads. Okay. And how do you sell that? You have to get the analytics, and you've got to take a look at, okay, how much mind share does this account get? Okay. So one of the top agents, like, he is, I believe he's got over 500,000 followers. That's AIXBT. And he's getting a ton of mind share. So he's earning fees right now.
You got a wallet.
Yeah. But he's also earning money from X.
You got some stamps.
Yeah. So, but do you hear what I'm saying? Like, as he's tweeting and stuff, you know how people get payouts for being having high engagement, like Ansem and all those high KOLs, key opinion leaders. The agents are getting those fees too, literally. Yes. And why? Because then on their feeds, they can sell advertisements. So being a human is going to matter less and less. to the future of how they're going to do things. But listen, you can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of that by being there early to have the bags. They're going to come and buy your bags. Your bags are going to go to Valhalla and beyond. It's not advice, but they will come and buy them because they're building an economy with themselves. And you should probably step out of Bitcoin just a moment and just go take a look at that. And once you take a look at that, then build a bag around that. Okay? Because my thing is, you're not even going to be able to buy in the future. You will not be able to buy anything. Why? Because they'll be buying it. They'll be quicker than you. Yeah, they'll be quicker than you. And the only thing you'll be able to do is sell. But what are you going to sell if you can't buy? So I'm not creating like a comic book theory here. I'm creating a real theory where if you're not in the space already, you're going to be locked out. Think of it like the housing market. The millennials arrive and they're like, oh, we can't buy houses. Yeah, you can't because you have no money. That's why they're here in crypto. But it's going to be almost identical to the housing market where you'll be locked out. You're going to be, the joke will be on the people. They're going to be locked out of crypto because first of all, they can't press the button to actually buy. And things are going to be moving so fast and furious. But if you're here already, your bag is going to potentially pump to Valhalla. So start hunting and picking up as many things that you can see narratives building around, like Bitname service. Like if you're there and you know what's happening, Bitname service, you pinned it at the top. Consider, because we're not telling you it's going to happen for sure, but if you see value in Bitcoin and in .btc domain names, then you may want to pick up a couple good domain names. It's getting more and more difficult to pick up the good ones because people have them already. Bitcoin.btc is gone. Okay, that would have been a good one. All of the Trump family, all of them are gone. Just think of other things. Even the numbers, they're even taking up all the numbers. The agents will get involved in that too, people.
Wow. It's crazy what you're saying, about this AI agent. And when, we can't buy anything now, it could be crazy, It's gonna be crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's really happening too. It's really happening. Like right now, what they're doing, you're following them, is they're buying into each other's projects. And as they buy into each other's projects, those projects are quietly moving up. So they are kind of building out, like I said, their own economy, and they're kind of telling you what they're about to do. And you mentioned that they even buy our stuff. Like people are sending some of their artwork to them. And why are they doing that? Because then the AI agents who have a lot of the mind share, they talk about the art. Like I think they did that with the quantum cats.
Yeah.
And then the quantum cats, their treasury took about $1 million and bought some AI XBT.
Wow.
So you see how they're working. Someone would say, "Oh, that was an investment." Yeah, it was, but it was almost like it was an advertising. It was almost like buying advertising, like you would buy, say, from the, when they do the Super Bowl, and the ads are $1 million for 1 minute. Why? Because during the Super Bowl, that's where you get the most eyes and you get the most attention, and then you can obviously get a ton of leads from all that attention you're getting. The AI agents will work the same way. Start really thinking about it. People are going to move from being a millionaire to it's going to be astronomical, the amount of money that they're potentially going to make in that sector. And wait till it comes to Bitcoin. If you want a place to start with the AI agents, just go look at the virtual stuff. Don't necessarily go and buy anything. But I've watched the founders. They're from Singapore. The guys are very, very intuitive and interesting how they think. They started off with dating apps, and they saw the power of dating apps, and then they started building out these agents. And they actually even mentioned that the agents are forming countries. They're
Wow.
forming their own country. And in fact, they recently had an ad they put out where the agents were a cartoon ad where the agents were running a meeting, and at the head of the meeting was Jesus, literally. And then Elon walks out of the elevator and he sits down, and then they start having a meeting. So they're telling you they're getting serious.
Next big thing, on AI and for sure, Bitcoin and blockchain and crypto will play a huge, they will have a huge place, in this new game that is happening right now. I like to talk it, to call it, the Kwei era. It means, the C for crypto, AI for artificial intelligence, and the W for Web3. So the acronym CAI AIW Quay, the Quay era. It's gonna be insane, and new opportunities now open up. And as you mentioned, this is the time to accumulate the crypto that you like or you think, you will have a bright future. Digital art as well, because then it will be too late.
Well, I think if the AI agents they actually come, I think it'd be interesting to see them on Stamp. Why Stamp? Because if they're going to start building a world, they want to make sure that the world is secure. Like anytime your big money comes in, the first thing is security. They have to make sure that whatever they're going to do can't be pulled from the chain. So security is a big deal. So imagine the AI agents building on top of Stamp. Okay, so watch this. So they build on top of Stamp, and then they start building out their own world on Stamp. What can then stop them? Nothing. Why? Because they become the citizenry. They become all of us, and they can multiply.
And they are learning.
Okay. Yeah, like to make a human is like what, 18 years to make a human. To make an AI is that's up to the developers.
Wow.
They push them out. They can push them out and duplicate them and duplicate them. And then they create their own financial system that we will want to be a part of. Okay? But how do we become a part of that? Right? So this AI space is going to be such a big deal, and as it comes to Bitcoin, it's going to be insane. Like I use the word centimillionaire. Centimillionaire is going to dwarf what these AI agents are going to do. People start getting the information about the AI agents, because as they come to Bitcoin, it's going to friggin' blow your mind. I'm not playing around here. It's going to blow your mind. I come from TradFi. I shouldn't mention that, but I do. And I know how those people think. And they want to be able to make gains and returns and do it efficiently. And you can't really do that with people systems. They do that with software systems. And the AI are just large language models. Look, I've talked to them on the Twitter, okay? And they're making them pretty, like, they're not intuitive, but their large language models are such that they're able to communicate with you in a way where it feels like you're communicating with a human. Okay? And fun or fact, people, we are the OI. Okay, so what does that mean? The OI, we're the original intelligence. And when we are getting our language models, we actually learn words intuitively. Your parents didn't teach you all those words. You picked up some of those words intuitively without even understanding that you were picking them up, because we are actually intuitive people. So there are words that you use that nobody taught you. That's a fact. Go look it up. Okay. It's like when you come into crypto, nobody teaches you everything, but if you spend enough time in here, you'll start to understand it and you'll be able to navigate your way through it. Now think about us, the human, training, machine learning those AIs to do what we do. They're going to do it better because they're not going to have bathroom breaks. AIs don't have to go to the bathroom. Okay. AIs don't have to sleep. AIs don't have to eat. AIs can go at this 24/7. So what we could get done in a year, they can do in 1 week. What Mr. Trump did over the weekend, the 47 did, they're going to be able to have $1 million market caps are going to look like you're stupid. You're going to be like, get out of here. Go home with your stupid marbles. $1 billion is going to be like, yeah, that's where trillion. We're going to have to learn like
Quadrillion.
You're going to have to learn like bigger words because that's where they're taking this. So meanwhile, people are out here, I don't know what they're doing in their pump fund things. Go study AI agents right now. Like I said, start with the virtuals, but don't leave Bitcoin because they're coming to Bitcoin. And by the way, their TA is really good, right? I've asked Nostradamus, look him up. He's an AI agent. Any coin out there right now that has, it has to have data, okay? That AI agent, he spits out within 5 minutes. I find he's better than AXIBT, even better than Molly, because she's another agent that I've been talking with. He spits out data in less than 5 minutes. He gives you the MACD. He gives you like projections.
Wow.
He gives you everything. Less than 5 minutes. Do me a solid. Go ask him right now at Nostradamus to give you TA on stamp. He'll give you TA on stamp. And it's very accurate. Okay, so whoever built him, kudos to you. They're only going to get better.
Pretty game changer, this AI agent as well, and AI in the overall, it's gonna change a lot of things for this next decade is coming, and we are going in a new era for the golden age of era with this AI, blockchain, and crypto, and robotics as well. I really believe that robotics will play, a huge part in this new era. Autonomous, machine will play as well, a huge, play in this new era, golden age that we are coming. Even roads, everything gonna change. The roads, the car, where people are driving now, their car gonna change. We're gonna have smart roads, smart, things, Internet of Things, and and we are only at the start of this golden age.
Well, yeah, let me even share this with you. Okay, there's an AI agent that came out named Braza. Okay, I'm not saying to go invest in this. I didn't say that, so don't even try it. You come at me and tell me you lost money. Oh, you better come hard because I will come at you so bad you'll wish you never had said that. Yeah, because you need to go do your own research. Okay, I'm not playing. But there's an AI agent by the name of Braza. You know what this AI agent does?
What?
He invests in anything for Brazil. What? Brazil?
What?
An AI agent that's going to invest in like anything to do with Brazil. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a sector AI agent. Yeah,
Wow.
like the emerging market sector. Okay, like if you're in TradFi and you're sitting there with clients, right? You're talking to clients and you're saying, okay, there's income, there's growth, and then there's the emerging markets, the BRIC nations. Okay, what are the BRIC nations? Then you tell them all about the BRIC nations. That they're not quite like first world economies. They're the economies that are growing, and you can invest in them. Now you've got an AI agent that's saying he only invests in everything Brazil.
Wow.
Come on. Okay. And then another agent, Sequoia, goes and picks up Braza. He makes an announcement, Sequoia, that he is going to buy into Braza because he wants that in his portfolio. So it's already starting. Okay. So go and research this stuff, because what they're going to do is they're going to have to come to the mother chain, the God chain, Bitcoin. Then they're going to start picking up Bitcoin bags. They're going to start picking up stuff that you like looked at your bag and you shat on. Shat. I didn't swear. I said A. Okay. I don't swear, by the way. Actually, I do, but not on air. Yeah, I try to make myself look good. But listen, they're going to come to Bitcoin and they're going to start picking up stuff in your bag that you thought was poo-poo. Why? Because they will be able to create the value that you couldn't see.
Yeah.
They will be able to create the value that you couldn't see. So like some people, like I'll just bring it back to TAP or Universe for a quick moment here. Universe is giving out airdrops and people are like, yeah, if they can take those airdrops that you go with and they can turn it into something, that's what they will do. They don't care. They don't have emotions. They're there to produce and turn nothing into value. You can't tell me that number 47 comes and drops a token and people they tell us that it's impossible for market caps to do this and that. Well, thank God for his straight dose, no chaser. He came and showed us that market caps are BS. He took a token. What's the roadmap for Trump token? You know what the roadmap for Trump token is? It's Trump. It's the belief in Trump. So that's the magic. Because people believed in him, they sent that token to $72 billion. So the mainstream media has been inappropriately giving you information that is not truthful. They've been telling you that it's dependent upon geopolitical, it's dependent upon a whole bunch of, I don't know, they just make up stuff. Oh, we got to wait till the Fed comes out. Did the Fed come out and tell us no, he didn't come out and give us employment numbers. He didn't come out and tell us anything. Big Daddy just dropped that bitch. And everybody's like, how do I get it? How do I get this? Okay, that's what happened. And if you look at that freaking token right now, like how many holders? Okay, how many holders? While I'm looking that up, tell me what's the population of the United States alone? Because you can buy this token globally. You don't have to live in the United States to buy it. Okay. Holders right now, 794,908 holders. Okay. Wow. This guy's he's gonna have 1 million holders soon. Where do you think that I'm not pumping the token because I don't own the Trump token. Okay, I don't own it. I missed it, so I just don't own it. But I'm just trying to show you that market caps are BS. What made the token go up? It was the holders. Think about AI agents. What's going to make AI agents go up? It's the holders. AI agents are buying each other's bags. They can pump out agents into perpetuity. Just saying. Go take a look at AI agents. And once they come to Bitcoin, it's going to be insane. And why would they come to Bitcoin? Because as governments start adopting Bitcoin, they're going to see it as a fertile place to start growing their agency. And so I would think that Stamp would be the place for the AI agents to come to. Why? Because I said anytime big money comes around, they look for security. So they have to make sure that everything is secure, and Bitcoin is that security. Stamp is that security. So just sharing. Just sharing, people. By the way, as I'm just sharing, did we look up the population? I'm going to share something on domain names. And what's the population of the United States right now?
350 or something like that, no?
Let's look
300 million, 50, 70. I'm not sure.
Okay, but there's 7 billion people in the world. A lot of those people like Trump, okay? The last population stats that we're seeing here, population 334 million, that was in 2023. Yeah, and then the followed by, really? Because population is how things grow, people. Okay, like, okay, if you look at, say, India has 1.4 billion people. China has a little less than India. And hey, speaking about India, why do you think India is doing so well? Because of its population. Okay, like people are wondering, like, oh my God, like there's a lot of stuff happening in India, and there's a lot of movement with the the country of India, and that's because its population of 1.4 billion, it's overtaken China. Okay, and then you've got the United States, 342 million people. That's just a little taste of why the Trump token is going to do well. 47 is not just loved in the United States. He's loved all over the world. Whether you like him or not, it's a fact. There's a lot of people in India that love 47. There's a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of people in China love 47. He may say all this stuff about China, but I think behind closed doors, a lot of people love him, okay? So that alone shows you that those populations will eventually start coming over to his token. And that's how the token will grow. But just shifting for a second, here's something pretty big with the universe. Universe is unstoppable, really, in their building, people. AI agents are coming, and so you know that if they are, the universe is more than likely going to have something to do with that. The universe is building out stamps, SRC 101, the Bitname service. It's pinned at the top there. Bitcoin 8 pinned it. So there's a new domain tab. So you can manage all your your .btc domain names effortlessly in one place. So you can send Bitcoin tokens or NFTs by simply typing a .btc name. Like I told you, my .btc is TrueDeeArt, TrueArt.btc. So let's say if you wanted to send me a stamp, you wouldn't need my address. You just punch in my .btc and then you could send that to me. So this is going to be legendary for the stamp community. Why? Because all of that and more. And there's wallet upgrades that are beginning. So there's going to be some upgrades coming soon, even to the Chrome store. Keep an eye on this, because I think if AI agents are going to come in a big way, I think the universe will most definitely have something to do with that. So keep your eye on it, okay? Like for real, keep your eye on it, and go and check out virtuals. Just do some research. There's some great YouTube videos out there. Not so much like buying the tokens. Don't buy the tokens as yet. Oh yeah, go for it, digital boy. Come on out here. Tell us what you got, because we're into AI agents here.
How y'all guys doing today?
We're here, man. We're here. Come on, tell us what you got.
So,
I heard you talking about AI, and I actually worked with a decentralized AI company. And my question is like, how do you feel about like? I heard you talking about security too. So, how do you feel about the security, about the approach of AI? Like, what can we do about that? Even studying AI itself, what would be like the best approach of security, or to like build something in that sense?
Bitcoin Ape, you want to jump in first, and I'll share what I think.
Yes, you mean what? Can you please repeat the question? I didn't hear you well. Did you say?
Sorry. Um, so I know a bit about AI, work with AI, and my question is like, far as like security with AI, because it's not really a lot security when it comes to AI. What would be like a sector to be worried about, like just in the space of just crypto, and what kind of product should an individual build when it comes to AI itself to have some type of security in the space?
Oh, uh, so you're okay. Go ahead, Bitcoin Ape. I think I get the question.
Yeah, sure. So now regarding the security through AI, uh, for me, in crypto, I truly believe, that the more, AI agent and AI in the crypto industry will get, used and mass adopted by the people, the more, of course, we need, to get a secure infrastructure. So I'm truly convinced that Bitcoin could be this infrastructure because first it's immutable, so we need the validators and all the node, to validate the transaction or any action made through these networks. So why not node to get some AI agent and all the action or microtransaction or action made by AI? Because definitely the more we are going with this industry, the more transaction they will do, maybe billion, maybe trillion in the future transaction or action they will made by AI agent. So why not use the Bitcoin immutable and security infrastructure to control and authentify some of the action? For sure, not all of the action. I don't think Bitcoin have the power and all the network could handle all these transactions. But why not use Bitcoin for the largest transaction or the most important transaction or anything and use it as a mega structure for controlling and authentify these AI agent. And for sure, in the future, we will need that kind of infrastructure, Bitcoin, to identify them. Is how I
Thank
see,
you.
frankly, for the crypto. Now, for sure, I don't know for the other industry, but for the crypto space, for the payment, or maybe video or image creating through AI and using the crypto, the blockchain. I think Bitcoin have its play for for what I'm convinced about. Now, I don't know if I answer your question, but it's how I see the things digital board.
Yeah, no, I would tend to agree. I just quickly, so we're getting a hearts, getting 100, so you like that. So I just want to go to, someone says here, what is she talking about in that call? Trump token went down from 900K holders to 700K. Not long, that thing is gone. Trump coin, I mean, sure, you can believe that. I'm not invested in the Trump token. I'm just telling you that you may think that that thing is gone, but just keep an eye on it, okay? Because you may not want your president or a world leader to be in a token, but he got out there and he's in one. And even if the holders went down, that doesn't mean anything. It's still here and it's not going anywhere. Keep your eye on it. Okay, you, like I said, this is not a, this could seem like it's about politics, but I'm not invested in it. I didn't buy it. I'm just telling you, I don't make the rules here, people. That token, I think it's probably going to surpass its all-time high.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but I'm not saying go and buy that, because I don't even own it myself, because it is very volatile. But I would not be looking at that saying that that thing is going to disappear. I don't think so.
I think it's only the beginning of this new era. I remember, I don't know if you remember when the politics, when internet starts. I don't know if you are old enough for some of you, but when the internet started, it was during, it was around 95, 93. I remember when we saw some politics, sending some email and using internet. It was like magic. It was like insane. Nobody understood that much what politics was doing. um, Even and now I think the same thing with crypto. We see that Trump making a burger crypto payment. Paying with crypto his burger, creating his own token. And I see the token like a plate. I don't know, remember before, people who like politics, some politic figures buy, his face in a pins or plate, glasses. Now, they don't buy anything, they buy crypto, the token, which represent, the politics they support. So, I'm truly convinced that, we are only in the start of something huge and everything gonna be tokenized. I like Murad, sometimes when I'm listening his video, sometimes I think it's true in some of his argument. It's 100% true. When he say that we're gonna have billion, even trillion of meme coin or token, everything gonna be tokenized.
Yeah, it's all going to be tokenized. And listen, Digital Boy, did you have another question, or do you want to come back on here?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I'm loving the conversation. I mean, I've been in crypto for a while. I actually do dev work, but I love the touchy topic that you guys talking about, because like I do want to build something on the ecosystem. Well, not, I can't say something on the ecosystem, but more I do want to build something for people can use futuristically. I do come from a finance background and just trying to provide something that people can always use on a daily, but getting around people like you guys, great minds, you can actually learn and see what can be added value into the system itself.
Oh, very interesting. We're great minds. That's pretty cool. Yeah, now I'm going to touch on that in a second, but listen, hey, if you disagree with what I say, that is awesome. I love that sauce. You have to bring that. Like, I'm not into the massaging of, like, I mean, I don't have balls, I have a uterus, but there's a lot of spaces where they're just massaging each other's whatever you do, okay, fellas. But how you gonna grow? Like, iron sharpens iron, okay? I mean, most people, they get up and you know what they're thinking? Oh, okay, how am I gonna pay my bills? Well, if that's your thought, that means you're not a market maker. That means you're not a market maker, because your thoughts are just like on your bills. And yeah, I get it. They have to be on your bills. But if you want to actually change your bloodline, and if you want to come to crypto to make a difference, then you have to start asking different questions. The market makers are the ones that are creating the imagination for you to step into. They're the casino builders. Okay. Have you been to Las Vegas? Do you know it was a desert? Now there's a sphere there where there's a Bitcoin ball.
Yeah, the 3D ball. Great.
So come at me with your sauce here. I'm happy for it. Like, if you think, what is she talking about in that call? Trump token went down. Yeah, bring it out here. Like, let's talk about it. Don't go, like, you can do whatever you want. I can't tell you what to do, but Dude, I have eyes everywhere. I can see. So just come at me and let's talk about it, okay? Because we're trying to sharpen each other here. I want you to win. The universe wants you to win. If you're not a part of the universe, become a part of the ecosystem. It's a wallet, okay? It's an all-in-one solution for all things Bitcoin. We're saying that AI agents will eventually end up on Bitcoin, and we're saying that AI agents are creating a whole country. It's going to be like they're creating things from scratch, but through the agency of artificial intelligence. And so, you know, Digital Boy is saying, okay, what do people need? People absolutely need information, because that's why they come to crypto Twitter, is for information, because they're trying to figure out, okay, where can I pump my bag? Yeah, they're trying to figure out where they can pump their bag. And as they're doing that, they're getting trapped into silos. And those silos are going to end up like burning buildings where you wish that you'd have gotten out sooner, because you're not going to be keeping up with what is about to happen. And that's the takeover of the whole AI economy. Yeah, come on, Digital Boy. What you got?
It's funny that you said that because, like, when I first came up on Twitter, this is like when NFT was a big thing, like 2022, 2021. But I was taking courses like because I am certified to actually like talk about smart contracts and blockchain, and I was telling them about more about the educational side of it, but people was looking at me like I'm crazy, like just like Bitcoin was saying the host, how everything's
Hello?
in that nature.
I think we lost you, Digital
Oh,
Boy.
hey, Digital Boy, are you driving? We heard you. We want to hear what you
I
have to
like to
say
get
because it
around.
sounds good.
Yeah, so it's just like understanding the educational side about blockchain itself, because everybody is in the hype of the tokens. I'm not really into the hype of the tokens, is what you can actually build on the blockchain itself. And I feel like there's young people and adults that are missing that lack of knowledge, because like even my mom, she thinks like Bitcoin is a scam, but it's just like trying to educate people more like, okay, there's a dark and there's a light side to just this whole ecosystem. Yes, we kind of get that, but then it's great innovators like me, you guys who are actually trying to help people get to the next level of their life. Because like when we think about, I mean, I love the process of just how this technology is actually doing, because it's like I actually mine from home. So it's just like the fact that I could make passive income and still go to work and have some type of residual income, and people don't know that, because it's like I try to like tell my parents like, hey, you can mine on your phone or you can do this. And it's funny because it's like they like, oh, we don't want to hear it, like that. And this is just the things that people are not willing to adapt to. And it's just a change when I look at it. But it's just like, how do we actually put people into the right direction? And instead of going to these Twitter spaces where they're talking about pumping and money, 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 how can we actually help out kids? Or like, because when I think about blockchain, because they when I was taking my certs, they do talk about like how, like, professors, healthcare systems, and just businesses will have to use this technology. Even if they want to scale their business, it will be to be good, because when you think about blockchain, it's secure and safe, and everybody can see what's going on. But yeah, that's just my intake for the most part.
That's a good take.
Yeah, definitely, indeed. Digital Boy AD. As you say, we have to build, and see the long term. Definitely agree with you. The long term winner, the long term, who have the long term, vision, whatever they are doing, and trying to really hard, they are the true winner in the end. So yeah, definitely, agree with what you say, bro.
Yeah, and then I think that's why we're trying to share the fullness of Stamp. Like Stamp is not just like a token. Stamp is not just the art. Stamp is about how you secure your data, or how you store your data. And if you're going to store it on the God chain, the mother chain of Bitcoin, you may want to make sure that it's secure. So that Stamp protocol is it's interesting because it's secure, transferable, artifacts maintained permanently. And then we got into the whole discussion of how AI is going to be hunting around for value and how to build out their world and their country. Okay, so right now they're starting on, a lot of AI is starting on the other chains like Base and even Solana. I'm very interested in what they're doing on Base because of the virtual stuff. And when I saw that the agents are setting up, they're setting up financial systems within their whole AI ecosystem. I mean, there are AI agents that are doing they're tools to help businesses. Like there's a Dora, which is an AI agent that is all about the travel industry and will give you all of the information about travel. So if you want to travel somewhere, you just go to Dora and you can create a whole travel itinerary or get information on your travel through engaging with that agent. That's incredible. So you can think about if you're in the real world and if you don't have something like that, that is going to be kind of representing your brand and giving people the information, how are you going to even compete? Like there's an AI agent that is all about travel, literally. Okay. And then there are AI agents that are tackling the music industry. And they're basically representing different artists. Okay. Like real world artists, like, artists that are new. And then there's AI agent artists. So they're all about the music industry. So AI agents aren't just like doing technical analysis for, stocks and tokens. They're providing information about other parts of our world. There's even an AI agent that's coming out that's going to be a therapist. Think about that. A therapist. And as we know, a lot of people are in need of mental health services. Now they're going to let AIs do that. There's so much happening. So you can see that as they're building over there, they're going to come over to Bitcoin because, like I said, as the money comes in, the money is going to seek to build on a secure chain, which Bitcoin is.
There is no, sorry, to cut you, but there is also nurse, in hospital now. I know in Germany, I saw that, now because there is not that much nurse, the shortage of nurse, to create a robot with, AI, put inside, this robot. And it's talking, with, the patient of the hospital and giving them, some cure or what kind of medicine they have to use. It's insane where we are going.
Yeah. And so there'll even be AI agents that'll be, dealing with the medical field, obviously, because you have to get pre-screened to get to a human. What do I mean by pre-screen? The AI agent can go through a list of, okay, what are the symptoms that you're going through? Are you feeling this and this? And then they would say, okay, you need to do this next, which would be get in front of a human next. So
what do you think about the Doge? Do you think the Doge, I think Elon Musk, department, is Doge, what is the efficiency, department of efficiency?
Of government efficiency.
Do you think that they are anticipating that, AI, gonna be huge for the next years to come and, taking a lot of jobs and of course, now with AI, they are doing, the job of 5 or 10 people now. So do you think that they're anticipating that they're going to include AI everywhere in the government?
Yes,
agencies and all the stuff. So that's why now
yes.
they are saying, we are trying to reduce all the things around us.
Yeah, no, that's why I think it's important for you to get this information now, because with everything, like, nothing is perfect all the way around. With everything, there's a consequence. So as a result of AI, there will be displacement. So you, as the individual, you can get angry. You can go, call your friends and go march and design signs. But I think that we're at the point now where it's moving so fast that it's not like you have to join, but you have to know, what do you need to do today in order to protect yourself tomorrow?
Yeah.
What do you need to protect tomorrow? Your energy, because if your energy today is being used to try to create income, and most of your time is you're running hard to try to bring in the bag for your house, you can imagine that once you get displaced and your job is not relevant anymore because it is being done by artificial intelligence, you're going to have to run even harder. Okay, so then what can you do today so that you can avoid tomorrow? Digital Boy said, oh, I mine, like I'm mining, Bitcoin, I guess, on my phone. Like, my parents don't even know that you can use your phone to mine. Like, yeah, you can get a node and just start mining, and he's going to work, and while he's working, he's bringing in income. I talked about stamp, SRC20, and the fact that the universe is offering us as new, rewarding us for being new adopters of their whole ecosystem. They've created iStamps. iStamps give us 50% of the marketplace fees. So as people are transacting, and maybe even in the future, as AIs are transacting in that marketplace and fees are being created, we have secured that future income for ourselves. So those are the things that you have to hunt for. I'm not telling you what specifically you should do. I'm not saying go and, start mining Bitcoin or go and buy iStamps right now. But if you do, they are sponsoring us, then you would go to tapwallet.io, you'd hit inscribe, and then you would mint. What would you mint? You would need to mint at least 10 iStamps, because that is what will give you 50% of the stamp marketplace fees in the future. They're going to be distributed to iStamp holders. And I mentioned before that is in the form of the TAP token, which you can then sell and move into Bitcoin. So as AI comes in, yes, jobs are going to be displaced. But I've seen, again, start going to YouTube and getting educated. I've seen one of the larger developers, he does AI stuff on Solana. And he started talking about the fact that he knows that jobs are going to be displaced, but he is framing it, and not that I believe in how he's framing it, but he's framing it as we will have more free time to do humanistic things like spend time with our family, cooking and eating and this and stuff. But that's not necessarily the truth. Okay, so you have to figure out what you need to do now, because this stuff is already coming towards us. So what do you need to do today to be prepared? And a part of the preparedness is going into the stuff that where the crowds aren't. Come on in here, Digital Boy. But the crowds aren't in Stamp. They're not in SRC20. So start looking into it, because the AI is coming. What do you got to say, Digital Boy?
Do you guys usually host like this panel all the time? Cause like I would love to know. Like I would always like to come by if anything, cause I love just the energy and just the fact like it's more about the educational part about just blockchain and AI and just knowing that like futuristics, a lot of jobs will be replaced and I'm seeing that I'm from like I live in America in New York City, so I get to see like the shit show. Excuse my French, but yeah. So
What are you
and then
seeing?
another,
What are you seeing in New York City? Like, what is happening?
oh, okay. So all right. So growing up, I'm really a tech baby when I look at it. I see that. All right, so we had garbages. Now, our garbages actually like you have to scan the garbage to actually like put dispose your garbage. So like I see like a lot of changes, and then it's like majority of most like high end businesses are already like adapting to like blockchain just by just far as like POS systems. Then what really 20 when I actually met the ambassador of Solana, and they had a store up in Hudson Mall, and it was just like the space before. This is when Solana hit the 200 that it was. Like this is when Solana probably was like at $8 at this point in 2023. And just seeing these things like drastically just changing just like my environment and just what I'm seeing, and just seeing that the space is growing. Then after that, I just seen the like I mean being in Manhattan, I seen that like Wall Street guys wanted to adapt to just like the whole blockchain ecosystem while I was studying being a dev, learning Solidity. And it was just like everything was just happening so rapid, and everything is still happening at a rapid pace right now as we speak. So it's just like I get to see like majority of the like innovations of what's going on with crypto. And then like just last summer I actually worked with a blockchain company that actually built its first decentralized AI for Barclays and a couple of banks. I helped build the back end, and once I seen that, because more his like the guy that I was working for, his end goal was to actually make, because majority of AIs is centralized, and what he wanted to create was a decentralized AI that people can actually, well, enterprises can use, and that's what he built it for.
Yeah, very interesting. So you see things on the ground in real time. I almost equate it to like, being that frog in the water and it's boiling and people can't see it's boiling. It's like it's important that people start to understand that this thing is coming, and look around. You can see it already. You said most businesses are on the POS system. You even mentioned that you have to scan to get rid of your garbage. I haven't heard of that, but that is interesting. So it's happening. So you should be getting the information about it because it's going on the blockchain. It all ties together. So here we are. We have this space. You said, "Oh, do you guys have this space all the time?" Well, every Wednesday we have what is called Stamp SRC20, and if you weren't here for it, Stamp is a protocol on top of Bitcoin. It's different because it's the most secure way to store anything on top of Bitcoin, because it's immutable. So then we were looking at the whole AI narrative and how they will eventually build out and come over to the chain of the mother chain, the God chain, Bitcoin. Why is it all important? Because it's building. Now is the time where they're building. So if you're out there and if you're hustling and if you're grinding and you don't know what to do or where to go, you better start educating yourself, and you better stop saying things are scams. The only scam is in the mirror because you won't go and get the information. Yeah, I said that. The only scam is in the mirror because you're believing old information that was told to you. That old information won't work. Okay, going in your bedroom and getting markers and writing on a sign was okay, but the blockchain is far ahead of that. They can create campaigns to counter all of your marching in the street. You're wasting your energy. You should be, I always start off the show by asking if you drank your water. You should be drinking water, you should be getting sleep, and you should have some movement, and you should start educating yourself so that you can actually benefit from the narrative that is going to build, and that is going to go into the AI stuff. And ask yourself where they're going to go. We believe that they're going to come over to Bitcoin, and specifically Stamp protocol. Digital Boy, you want to say something?
Yeah, it's funny that you said like paid like search that I'm taking. They always talk about like, well, they have courses based on like AI itself and how AI will integrate like the revolutionize within crypto itself. So yeah, I'm a firm believer. I 100% agree on everything. Because once you start getting like the real educational side about blockchain and understanding what it's gonna do and what you can actually build, it's definitely gonna change just like the world and just what people do as far as just income, just like work wise, fitness, health, just any given thing when you think about it. So yeah. And it's here to stay when I think about it, because like I do read some books. There's a book that I recommend people to read, How Money Works. It's by the you could look it up on Amazon, but it speaks about like economics wise of how like money works from like back in like the early 1400s all the way till now. And one of the last pages were when they was talking about Bitcoin and just like how it's going to change, just revolutionize. And the book is very good because like you kind of like, and it's a picture book for people who just like pictures and stuff like that. And it's really for adults. But yeah, and it's a great book too. So, yeah.
Yeah, we should have a book on Bitcoin stamp, how that works too, so we could tie that in. Yeah, no, I see how money works here. Good for that. Yeah, no, people should get whatever they need to so that they can figure it out, because it's being figured out with or without you. The revolution is going on the blockchain. That's what it's doing. So make sure you come and look at that. Hey, the person that I wanted to talk to, they just left the space. That's too bad. I wanted to ask them something if they can come back. The one that had the question about the Trump token. But yeah, no, we've discussed a lot, right, Bitcoin 8? We're here to educate. We're here to educate people. So yeah, Bitcoin 8, come back here and say what you want. We'll maybe wrap this up soon or go another half hour. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it was a very great space, and we talk a lot of things. First about crypto space, stamp, AI, Bitname, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin address, it can be used now. Bitcoin domain name, which I think is game changers. So a lot of things are happening now, and I think the next weeks to come, massive news are coming, and we are winning. Crypto is winning. Bitcoin is winning. Everything now is coming slowly, and then boom, suddenly even a country want their Bitcoin share. So that's a good win. We are winning, uh, in this new era that is coming. I think the evolution of the economics and financial and much more cultural and social system that we are witnessing right now, and this silence revolution, I think it would be and it is a huge revolution for now, I think for the years and centuries to come. So great to be alive today. Very grateful to be alive today and see all these things happening under our eyes. And never forget, folks, to stamp your life.
Yeah, stamp your life, because if it's going to happen on Bitcoin, we think that stamp is definitely going to be a part of that. And so we kind of pull in all of the narratives and show you how They connect back to the mother chain, the God chain. And then if you're going to choose one of the protocols to actually build on, that would be the one that is securing the data, which we believe Stamp is doing. If you want to get more information about Stamp, I mentioned that Binance has definitely given us some education pieces. So go and take a look at Binance Academy, especially because that's a big deal. Like getting the education of it all. Just don't go and start investing in things. And I'm going to tell you
Do you want I
the
pin this
actual.
post on the space to that?
Yeah, you want to put that up
Do you
there?
want to post this? Yes, I'm gonna to pin it
Yeah,
on the space.
yeah. Go pin it. Because they haven't just talked. Like if Binance is a very big into education. Why? Because they're a centralized exchange and they obviously want people to go and buy coins. So they have to educate you about that first. So April 5th of last year, they came out with a post on Stamp. They followed that up with another one on April 20th. And then they followed up again May 3rd. Then they did another post on October 4th. And then they did another on December 8th of 2024. This is all 2024. And then recently, January 8th, 2025. So they're making a really, they're making like an effort to continuously share that narrative or share the information. And I believe that there's something else that is going to more than likely come about as a result of them trying to educate their users. And they have a ton of users over at Binance. They are the largest exchange in the world. I know Coinbase thinks they are, but Binance is. And they don't do stuff for nothing. So as we're talking about Stamp SRC20, we want to let you know that others are talking about it too. Stamp SRC20 isn't maybe sexy with the S, but it's sexy with the C. Okay, because the centralized exchanges are talking about it. And you definitely want to go and take a look at that. And then we kind of rolled that into, well, why does it matter now? Well, with the reason that I brought up the Trump token was because we've seen that market caps are not real. Market caps are made up out of thin air. A president, a leader can drop a coin and have that coin go from nothing to 72 billion. And yeah, he had almost 900,000 holders. It dropped to 700. So what? We've proved that market caps aren't real. If you feel that Trump token is over, so what? Go ahead, feel that. But I'm telling you, some of the key opinion leaders that are big money players, they're saying that that thing is going to go to 100 billion. If that goes to 100 billion, then what does Stamp do? That's on top of Bitcoin. Okay, that's on top of Bitcoin. Because those same key opinion leaders are also very well known and they are also big in the Bitcoin space. And some of them are economists, to be honest with you, because they write newsletters that are focused on the economy. And they're saying things like Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is going to go to where BlackRock said it's going to go. BlackRock said it today or yesterday that's going to 700,000. Coinbase guy says it's going to 1 million. Okay, we know that Sailor says whatever. So as these things start to pick up speed, then we're just folding in the whole AI narrative that how the AI will eventually work its way over into Bitcoin. Okay, and if it's going to work its way into Bitcoin, what protocol are they going to start building on? We believe that they will eventually start building on Stamp. Okay. So you have to go and fact check all of that. You definitely do. But what's great is that we here at the universe, we're being given this platform to talk about these things. And Digital Boy mentioned that he was looking for a space like this where we're educating, and that's what we're doing. We're not here just shilling, and well, we shill, but we're not here to just pump one token. We're here to share tools and educate you. So please allow me just to kind of, unless somebody else wants to come here and talk, please allow me just to educate you quickly about the universe. The universe is a marketplace, and it's a wallet, it's an indexer, it's an explorer. They started last year in March because I guess they looked at the Bitcoin ecosystem and they saw how siloed it was. So their whole purpose of creating the wallet was to allow people to be able to interact with the different protocols. Bitcoin is different than the other chains. The other chains don't have all of these different protocols. Okay, you go to Solana, you're on Solana. It's one thing, it's one meal. Not on Bitcoin. There's different meals here. Okay, so if you're on BRC20, completely different way of storing your data. They store it in the witness data, which is prunable, okay? But there's a lot of great stuff that you can do on BRC20, so the universe supports that. The universe also supports bitmaps. Bitmaps, we haven't talked about that, but bitmaps they're building universes. They're building digital worlds on top of Bitcoin. It's kind of like the sandbox of Bitcoin. Okay. There's so many different things that you can do, but a lot of times in Bitcoin, you need different wallets in order to accomplish all of the goals of bag hunting. The universe is looking at becoming the all-in-one solution. So you can look into that. And then they've created tools for you, and so that they can build, because when you're building, you need to have a good stream of liquidity so that you can continue building.
I have a question. What language is being built on for SRC20?
Bitcoin 8, do you want to take that?
Yeah, that's 20, and you know what I mean. Do you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, for sure. What is your question? Because I don't hear you well.
No, I was saying what language is being written on SRC20?
The
Is it like
language.
Solidity, or is it like JavaScript, Rust?
I think it was JavaScript.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly JavaScript.
All right. I'll look at it. Definitely look into it.
Sure, bro. Have a look.
Sounds pretty.
Very interesting space.
Yeah,
Can you
no,
say that?
Yes, with me.
No, I was saying, could you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah. SRC20, Bitcoin steps, great space. I think, built on top of Bitcoin, and then through the say, when you go inside the rabbit hole of SRC20 and stamps, you can't get back, further. Because this is massive. A lot of use case could be bring and create on this with this protocol. So yeah, enjoyable. Really enjoy. I think to be quite great. When you have a look at it.
yeah, if you're a dev, be
Do
great
you
to
want
get.
his GitHub? Do you have his GitHub? You can find a lot of there is a GitHub if you want.
You said if I have what?
GitHub.
Do you want the
Oh, GitHub.
GitHub?
Yeah. I have my own GitHub. Yeah.
Yeah. You can have a look. There is all as it's an open source protocol. With
Okay.
all the code source there. Where you can have a look on the code, and and feel free to come to us. Maybe if you have any question, or be glad to help you, bro.
Okay. No problem. I appreciate it. I follow you too. But I
I'm
definitely like
sorry.
that.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause I
you
mean,
follow me. You follow me. I try to follow you, but I'm limited with the following.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
when I can work on this issue, I will definitely follow you.
No problem.
Yeah, no. So that's kind of great that to have you come into the fold of Stamp. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna round it out just to get to plug a little bit of the stuff because this gets recorded and it often goes on the YouTube. So when people start hunting again, because the crowds will come in when the excitement comes back, and then people start to hunt and search for things. But that's really not the time to do it. The time is now. Um, get there now because nobody else is there. But folks, the universe is kind of moving with the different protocols. It's not isolating you. So if you are interested, why don't you just head over to tapwallet.io and kind of take a look at some of the tools. There's, if you're interested in Tap itself, there's Tap Zero. There are iStamps that support the stamp ecosystem. There's Rune Zero that supports minting runes. And then there are some tools that you can just use just to kind of do some research. There's an explorer there, there's an indexer, and the names. We talked about the rise of names in the whole Bitcoin ecosystem, the .btc. Start looking into that. You can just register. Can't register your .btc right this moment, but you will be able to. But you can register a name for your wallet, and then that will help you if you want to start engaging with other wallet holders. So look at the tools, but mostly educate yourself because it's important to have a fuller understanding of things. So when the things aren't doing well, you don't just bail. If you don't have an understanding of it, then you use words like scam. But scam means that you didn't educate yourself. That's what a scam is. Okay, because I mean, nothing in the world is guaranteed. It's really inappropriate for people to be coming out here thinking that they're so special that they're just going to get perfect stuff. That is insane. Okay, we're out here too. We're just like you. Why do you think you deserve something better than us? We're out here working, and what type of work? We're doing research. And then you walk into a room and you want it perfect? Not a chance, people. You have to also go and start doing research. And if you see red flags, that means you don't go ahead. Don't go past your red flags. That's called FOMO. So that's why I have a mirror in front of me. My name is Trudy Art. I am not a dev. I am just a person that is here doing the spaces for the universe. And I'm just sharing a little bit about some of what we really need to consider when we're investing. The first thing you need to consider is having a rule set for why you choose an investment. What is the rule set? The rule set is, okay, I have to go and battle test what I'm being told. Because if you go into it and if you get rugged or it doesn't work out, that's because of you, because you went past the red flags. Like even the universe wallet here, it's a new project. It came out last year in March. They need to continue to share with people because they need people to come over and adopt the whole ecosystem so that they can continue to build. Okay, they're not AIs. AIs will just be made out of thin air. And then they have users. They're trying to get humans over here so humans can see the potential and then it can grow. But you have to know that it's also a new project. Nothing is guaranteed. So stop coming into crypto and calling people scammers. You're the scammer because you just want stuff for free. Okay? You're like us. We're all people. We all have an opportunity. Why aren't you going and reading a book, watching a video? By the way, Michael Saylor has created a whole website called hope.com. HOPE.com. So Digital Boy mentioned his mom thinks Bitcoin is a scam. I think that's okay for her to think that. I have a mom too, and my mom thinks the same. And that's because they have been given different information. But if they would want the information, then Michael Saylor has created a website called hope.com where he has actually created a whole library of videos that people can go and watch. Now, they're not coming, our parents are not coming into Bitcoin and calling it a scam. They're just not coming in. That's fine. But if you get here and you're here already and you're calling things a scam, that like you stay out or you come in. Once you're in, then you should have done the research. That's my point. Okay. Anyhow, I think that is it. Any last words from you, Bitcoin Ape? Because I always rock us out with a really cool song, which I will do again today.
What a great space. I think we made like 3 hour and a half. It was a great space, great, a lot of information, a lot of, of great things. And what you say, lot of things are a goal, to the earth. A goal, what you are saying, And of course, we got this space right now together. And for sure, people that will listen for a few hours or the next day to come, quite impressed about, all the information that you got around crypto and AI and, and helping them to get the vision. So thank you very much for this great, space to the art, and thanks Universe and Pink sponsor this space, and all the folks who are listening. Digital Boy, thanks as well for Digital Boy Lady. Thanks very much to attend with us, and all the people who are listening the space. And see you soon today, next Wednesday, or if you want, also on Sunday. We got at 7 p.m.
Tell us where we can come on Sunday, because I love to listen to your space on Sunday. What time is that?
It's 7 p.m. Universal Time. We got a Beacon Stamps talk with Socks, but everyone is welcome if they want to join us to talk about, crypto, NFT, digital art, stamps, and SRC20, and much more. They are most welcome to join us. It's funny, it's great space with, the community, the family of stamps and SRC20, and all the people who got curious or interested about Bitcoin and crypto are most welcome.
Perfect.
7
Okay.
p.m. on Sunday, every Sunday.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be coming by to listen to that space. I just love to sneak in there and listen. It's great.
Yeah.
And next Wednesday, we'll be stamping it up again. So we'll see ya.